Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly energy reading. For those of you looking for the extended, I have the timestamps below. You go right ahead to your readings, but today I want to talk to you a little bit about the energies that are like flowing around there in this freaking crazy times. So before I get there, if you came from Instagram and Facebook, you're gonna have to watch this again, but I've just gone live with my book, I Am You, You Are Me. This is a book about a twin flame journey. It's also a book about Sophia, who goes on this awakening journey and discovers a lot about herself, and in the interim, all the mirrors around her, right? And this is my baby. I've been working on it for 13 years. Sometimes I think it's more, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's like over 10 years. And there's like multiple versions of it, but now this is the locked in one. I think I'm really emotional about it. And there's a lot of emotions that were involved in this book. So it's all coming out. And I feel like that's part of the tower moment that's coming up for me, because there's this, we all have these buried emotions or stories that we've told ourselves, or reactions to events that happened to you when you were young or in your teenage years or whatever, and how we've like shaped these reactions to almost remain in our life as the, I guess the reaction, right? To like, if this person rejected you at like 8 years old, let's say, your mother, your father, or someone, then it's something that has stayed with you forever. And it's like, a lot of us will think it's normal, or a lot of us will like bury it, and it'll just show up like randomly. But is it really random, right? Because to me, what I feel right now is happening is that we are in the, like I say this every week, we're in the process of clearing this vessel, right? Why do we need to clear this vessel, Sabrina, is a question I get asked, right? Because we are in the process of remembering, when we're not remembering that we are starseeds, we're not remembering our past lives. No, that's a narrative again. We're not remembering. We're clearing those past lives. We're clearing that future life, but we're not remembering that. We're remembering the blueprint that is coming online is the remembrance of our pure self, the remembrance of that, why we are here on this earth, right? We lost our way, right? We lost our way, and we created this illusion all together. We created this matrix. We did this all to ourselves. We live in this polarized world because of the starseed, and now we are realizing we're at a point in this journey where it's enough. The matrix cannot exist anymore. It's collapsing by the minute or the second or in quantum time, and we're moving into this new. But the only way we move into a new is if we do not latch on to the old. And what is the old? It's all the stories that we're holding on to. Even in this lifetime. It doesn't always have to be the millions of lifetimes we had before. It's this lifetime. We're holding and attaching to the story. So I'm gonna. This is a little personal experience, personal story here. That, I mean, obviously that's the only thing I can share with you is my personal story. And if and you, I am you, you are me. That means that obviously I'm not the only one experiencing this. So my whole lifetime, I have, I remember distinctly, because this was brought up to me like a few days ago when I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like diving deep and trying to find the core and the stem of why I feel this way. And I was triggered, right? When she was talking to me, and she was like, well, you're triggered because, and there's always this like we have to go deep and we have to figure it out. And my whole life, I can remember since my teenage years, let's say, people would would ask me, how are you feeling? Like, how are you really feeling, Sabrina? And I never had any answers. Like, I was always like, I don't know, I feel fine. You know, like, I feel like, well, like, what is the question? Like, why do you, even now when people ask me, like, let's go deep into, like, and I'm like, why do I need to go, like, anyways. So this morning I woke up and it was just like an answer. It was just like that inner voice coming and saying, you never had an answer for these people, and you never were able to explore deep inside of your psyche and give these answers to these people, because I always made them up. I remember telling people after my mother passed away, I went to a psychologist and I lied. You know, at the time, it was like $70 an hour, and I was lying every hour. I was like, okay. And she was asking me, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is how I'm feeling, and this is what she wants to hear from me, so she wants to figure me out. But I wasn't feeling anything. And then the numbness was like, oh, you're burying everything inside, Sabrina. You're not feeling, you're not doing this. And my whole life, I've always felt like I must be burying everything inside. I must be doing this. I must be like, so I'm programming myself to believe that this is what is happening, right? But really, this morning I woke up and I'm like, really, my soul was very much alive, was very much like in the know, and I was very much connected to it. And I was realizing that I don't need to go down there and tell you how I feel like this because my inner child feels like this, and I didn't need to go there because it's already done. Like, why do we need to go and figure out what it is and how it felt, and it's fucking done. Like, this is the thing. I'm like, we attach to this notion that if the only way to clear it from our vessel is if we apologize to this inner child and to find the compassion for this, but no, like, maybe fine for you, but why are we so obsessed with going back and figuring things out instead of just moving forward with this new that's coming up and not always having to figure out? Like, it's the same way I feel about how everyone, whether you're a spiritual narrative, whether you're a climate change narrative, whether you're whatever the freaking narrative you want to hold on to, why are you talking about it? You're like consistently talking about the negative energy around it. Like, why? Oh, look what they're doing and this, and we're never going to do this. We're never, ever, ever. And then you're just keeping it in the field at all the time. You're keeping it alive by talking about it. Stop talking about it. Fucking move into a new. And what does it mean? Like if every human could just freaking do nothing, I think our whole planet would change in quantum time, in like no time at all. But we're so obsessed with hanging on to all these like things that we need to change. We need to change how Mother Earth. Why can't you leave Mother Earth alone and let her fucking do the tsunamis and the floods and the hurricanes and the tornadoes that she needs to do, because she needs to cleanse her vessel? Why are you so selfish to believe that you're the only person who needs to cleanse your vessel by going to healers, by going to whatever? But Mother Earth cannot cleanse her vessel. Mother Earth has to stay like quiet and peaceful and calm at the moment. No, man, she needs to cleanse too. And that's the only way she can cleanse. And everyone has to see it as destructive. But it's like a mirror again. You're the mirror. So what, like you're, so you clean, you doing the flushes, the colonic irrigations, all the things is destructive if you look at it in a different, like a simplistic kind of way. But it's okay that the human does it and Mother Earth cannot. It's like honoring the tsunami and honoring those people who died in the tsunami and honoring the trees that burnt in the fire and honoring the marine animals that all died because the marine animals there's a new species coming online, and the old one has to go. It's the same way there's a new human coming online, and then the old one has to go. It's like, this is the evolution of this earth, this new earth. Sometimes it's so clear to me right now in my, like, and that's why my blueprint is like, it's like emerging, and I'm moving into my knowing, and I'm moving into that remembrance of it all, and it's clear to me, and like, it's triggering to many when I speak about this, like, oh, what do you mean death, and what do you mean that, and I don't know. I just feel like I don't know why we have to keep holding on, and we keep having to figure out something that has already transpired in our lives, and honor the disgusting that you think is disgusting, because that memory that you have is not real. It's part of this illusion. It's part of this made up world that we've created. We're trying to get out of the made up world and remember why we came here from the first place, and bring all that creatrix energy in, and bring all that new construction that we need to create, and new communities, these new ways of doing things. But we're stuck in this matrix, and we're keeping it alive, and every single community is keeping this freaking alive. For what? Why are we keeping this alive? If everyone is always unhappy all the time, everyone's always complaining all the time, like, why? Why do you want to continuously talk about the corrupt government? The more you talk about it, the more it remains alive. Why do you want to continuously talk about climate change? Talk. What are you doing? Stop talking. Stop, like, all this, like, oh, you can't eat this because it's this and GMO and organic and just like whatever comes into your body will flush itself out, because you are that powerful. You attach to, like, I'm telling you this because I freaking follow this shit as well. Like, I'm not here to preach this because I'm like the best and thing. I'm learning this on my own too. I fucking followed all of this bullshit as well. And now I'm realizing why. But it's okay, because I'm coming into the knowing that I'm realizing, wow, what a waste of my freaking energy. But I had to do it, right? We have to do this. We all have to find ourselves at this point in our lives. We're like, oh, okay, yo, dude, I don't need to be attaching to myself to this. Well, why do I feel lesser than this person? Why do I feel like this? Wow, I'm like this powerful being of light that needs to do nothing and trust the nothing, and trust the steps, and trust the voice that's coming in saying, this is what you need to do today, Sabrina, which is your voice, because your future self is here, speaking to you, here, outside, wherever it is, and we're not listening. We're too busy listening to everyone else. Oh, this is what Joe Dispenza said. Who cares? This is what Sabrina Dinici said. Who cares? Like, you need to, like, totally, I want you guys to freaking start trusting your voices, because you're the freaking power. You can plug into this. Once you freaking know and you plug into this planet, the planet lights up. They're like, finally, she's here. Finally, Maria's here. Finally, Julia's here. Finally, everyone's landed, right? And they stop distrusting themselves. It's just like, I don't know. That's my take. This doesn't have to resonate with you at all. I just feel like I don't know why we have to hold on to this anything, and have to figure out why I'm feeling this way, and why I just feel like I just need to go through it. I just need to go through this tower moment. I don't need to understand why. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think we dive too deep into trying to figure it out when we don't need to figure it out, because it doesn't matter. It's old. It needs to we need to allow it to clear. And for me, it's been freaking uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you honestly, these past 3 or 4 days, I I don't know how to be like and I know that I'm at the precipice, and I'm gonna cry. Like I'm at the precipice moment where that moment I have to leap, right? And I just don't understand. It's not that I don't understand. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna explode, right? But I know this about myself, and I know that it happens. And right now, I'm with always people, or I'm with clients, and I have to be on my best behavior. But I'm, I'm, I'm not going to be anymore. I'm just gonna be me, and like it's just me. That's what I think. All of us, we just have to be ourselves. I'm already very transparent and more honest than most people around me, like more unfiltered than most people, but I'm going to be even more unfiltered, like, and not to be mean, just to be like, I think it's enough that we hide. I've been hiding too. I've been hiding from my biggest trigger, which is my twin flame. I've been hiding from him the most. He's like brings up the ugly inside me the most. And it's as ugly as it has felt, it's amazing because I have to go through it. So recognize all this ugly that's coming up for you, and don't like try not to drink it, smoke it, whatever away. Try to fucking feel it. Cry it out, whatever you can, do it out. But in my opinion, you don't need to figure it out. You don't need to fucking dive into it and go deep and trying to. It just is. And it's just wanting to come out. So release. Anyways, I just needed to share that with you. 20 minutes of sharing. I just wanted to share this with you because it's there, and I feel like some people must be going through this because we are all one, and we are all sharing this. We're all feeling the same feels. It's all like filtering out in different ways, but we're all here to help each other out. So thank you for listening to me, and I don't think I'm going to do a free reading until after my book launch, which is in 2 weeks. So in 3 weeks, I'll do a free reading. But for now, there's too much going on in my head right now. Already these readings, even though it's like, whatever, it's like takes fucking 5 hours of my time or 6-7 hours of my time on Fridays. It's still like the most I can do at this moment in time because my mind is all over the place. I thank you, and I wish you the best week ever. I can't believe it's freaking September. Anyway, it doesn't matter, right? It's just a date. Enjoy your time this week. We're going to get into the readings. The readings are a little bit deeper than usual. And that's it, my beautifuls. I love you so, so much. And again, live on Amazon. Go buy. All right. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got this card, free from judgment, free to love. With this green, which is heart chakra to me. To me, it's like this feeling of it's enough, right? It's enough judging ourselves for mistakes we've made in the past, for the mistakes we're making now. We're always judging ourselves. We're always judging other people. If we're judging someone else, that means it's a mirror, it's a reflection. It's just you judging yourself all over again, right? It's like when we're constantly criticizing ourselves. We're constantly putting us at this level of such high, what is it? Like esteem, or we have to accomplish this to be something. We need to do this to be something. I need to lose weight, gain weight. I need to look different for me to be loved. I need to do this. Like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Like the moment you free yourself from all these expectations, these attachments to outcome, to however it is that you think you need to be, is when you're free to love, to be loved, to share love. You're free to attract the love that's supposed to come to you, but otherwise it's not going to come, and it keeps coming in and out, in and out. It's like just loving yourself for who you are and what you are and what you do and whatever. It doesn't matter. So let's see what's going on. Oh my God, we start out with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is all about cheating, lying, dishonesty, holding back, judging ourselves, criticizing others, being like diving into your shadow self. Let's just look at the cards. The Moon underneath the Seven of Swords. Wow, man, that's some deep shit. The Judgment. Oh my God. Amazing. I mean, amazing. I don't look at these cards anymore, so that's why I'm always surprised now. Six of Swords. Interesting. The Eight of Wands. And the Two of Wands. I mean, just in these three cards alone, the Moon, which is heavy emotions, which is the mysteries, which is secrets that you keep, which is the deepest of deep wounds and traumas, with the Seven of Swords here, and the Judgment card speaks very highly that some of you are hiding your true self. Some of you are judging yourself so greatly that you're not even showing yourself, your true self, to your partners to be, your kids, your family, your everyone. There's a part of you that is so entrenched in guilt and shame, like deep shame with this Moon card here, that you're having a hard time releasing yourself. You're having a hard time seeing yourself, right? You're having a hard time looking in that mirror and really truly loving yourself. And it's not just the outside, it's the really inside, like really truly loving everything about you. You know, this is not like a you thing, it's a very everyone thing. Everyone is like so obsessed with pleasing others around them, or even falsely pleasing yourself in a physical form kind of thing, instead of actually loving yourself fully and completely. And the Seven of Swords here in the Moon could also be that there is someone around you that is not being completely honest with you, that they are hiding from you, that they're holding back from you for fear of judgment, you know, from you, Aries, because we know how hard you are as well. You have a very hard shell to penetrate. I just feel like there is, it's interesting because the Judgment is this judgment within yourself, but judgment is also this aha moment of like clarity, of like stepping outside of yourself kind of thing, and saying, okay, I'm tired of lying to myself. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of people pleasing. I'm tired of people hiding from me, cheating on me, you know, like all of it. Betraying me, or me betraying myself, or me lying to others because I'm trying to be something that I'm not. And there's a whole bunch of different scenarios to look into. And the Judgment is like, yes, we're tired of it too. It's time to shine. It's time to step into your greatness and your power and whatever it is. And it doesn't have to look like everybody else's. You don't have to appease to people. Nobody can like you. And it's okay, because that's who you are, right? We're not here to appease to every single and follow into the fucking ranks of all this linear world. You're not here to do that, Aries. You're here to really truly love yourself for you. And the Judgment is that to me. And it's that moment that you do that, in that moment that you click in, that you don't allow anyone to lie to you anymore. You don't allow people to be like on this like roller coaster with you and like, I'm not sure how I feel about you, like bullshit. Or, you know, I like you, I like my women this way, or my man this way, and I like bullshit like this. Like us, like trying to appease to everyone else but ourselves. And it's that moment of Six of Swords energy, which is, it's time. Like here, the Six of Swords really, in this card, she's holding up the sword of truth with all the other swords around her. And she's like, I am me. And I'm happy with me. And I'm not going to change for you. And you and you. I don't care what role you take in my life. Whether you're my child, whether you're my husband or wife, my partner, my teacher, my whatever, my parents, my whatever. It's this feeling of like moving into love of self. Is not this like, oh, I love myself. It's loving the light that's inside you, loving the dark that's inside you, loving you all. And it's not about, oh, they like me because they gave me 600 likes on my post, or it's not that. And it's not the like because, oh, he or she has validated me by buying me a gift, or he or she has validated me by giving me a compliment. We're not seeking that from anyone. You have it within you. And the moment you click into you loving you is when all changes around you. And the Six of Swords is like you getting into that mode, Aries, and releasing yourself from all of this, all of it. And like getting up, like the Six of Swords is she's on a boat and she's traveling away, and it's getting up on that boat, and the Eight of Wands is like, and flying away. You know, some of you, I feel with the Eight of Wands here, some of you might be getting a phone call, a text message, an email from someone, maybe regarding this, maybe apologizing to you, maybe seeing the woes of their ways kind of thing, and reaching out to you and allowing you to release this from yourself. Because I feel, and at that moment in time, it's interesting, it's the Two of Wands, and you'll be at a crossroads. You'll be like, oh, okay, they have seen their woes, their way. They've understood how they made me feel, right? Now I can release them, or now maybe I can talk to them, or maybe I won't talk to them. You know, the Two of Wands is like, it's kind of a decision that you have to make for yourself. But it's like a decision you have made to yourself because you have come into the knowing that you are, you cannot hold on to, and you cannot bury away and like hide from yourself. It's like, stop lying to yourself, and stop allowing people to lie to you, and stop allowing people to hide from you as well. The Judgment is like stepping into that knowing, because Judgment is right before the World card, which is the end of the journey. It's like freeing yourself of the Judgment, freeing yourself to love and to be loved. But we're not here. But when you, it's not we're not here to be loved, right? We're here to love, to be. It's like when you arrive in that place of complete harmony with self and true love for self, you don't need anyone else to love you. So to fill a hole or gap, because you love you wholly and completely. And has anyone really reached that level? I don't know. And if they have, amazing. So that is what we're working on. But that's like, it's work, but it's beautiful in the same way. Eight of Wands. There is a feeling of culmination here coming up for you, like someone actually someone that you maybe have been waiting for a long time to see you, for you. You might be seeing that. So let's see what the advice is. Be vigilant. I mean, this is like a dragon, my favorite, with a tree of life within it. Nice. And be vigilant is to be observant, right? And be aware of what is coming towards you, what is around you, who is around you, what are people saying, how are you reacting, how are you observing, how are you responding. That is so, I love it, because it's really important on this journey, how we, to be conscious of what is coming out of our mouths, what are we feeling. Wow, 62, the choice has arrived. I'm going to read from it because why not? Because I could tell you the choice is, with this Two of Wands, you're here to make a choice. You're here to make a choice of how you want to live, and how, if you want to continuously live in judgment, or continuously live by the by your own words, or by your own worth. 62. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, that is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel at peace with your choice, where you can accept the grace it will bring to you. Do this now. It's your time to step up, make your life easier on yourself, and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now. The divine is calling you to play. I mean, it's exactly like, it's not exactly, they're talking more about you like stepping up. Like, I just feel that there's this, there is a lot of discomfort here for you. Whether it's you, or whether it's someone else, like doling it out to you and you allowing it, and it's fine. There's just this, you stepping up into your, into loving yourself completely. So I'm gonna actually give you a love card, since love has shown up here somehow. I brought up a whole different oracle decks, but for you, I feel like this is pertinent. So let's see what comes up for you. You can even ask a question. We'll see what comes. Let's see. I got this as the manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to flow its guidance. That's really beautiful. And how freaking funny. The tree of life, and the tree of life is here. So things are happening in a very soulful way. And I feel like it's all happening for everybody, really, because I feel like what's going on in this world is manifesting itself, and it's allowing it to come in, and allowing yourself to truly be okay with who you are, and enough with like following someone else's rules, and enough of following someone else's ideations of how you should be, could be, whatever. It's just like stepping into your own. Aries, this is your message of the week. So if this didn't resonate, or you also want to check out your other messages from your birth chart, you can check your rising and your moon. You're also going to check your Venus, if it's for love or whatever. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And also, buy my book, peoples. I love you. Amazon.com or .ca or whatever. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got conscious connections. Number 35. Conscious connection. Like, being conscious is being aware, and a connection, we know what that means. And here we have this like girl, and she has this orange and this green. There's like very colorful, and here it's very bland and gray and neutral. And it's almost like a disconnect, right? So one of them is like willing to bring in vibrancy into a relationship, and the other one is more is holding back. So there could be something happening within your relationships, whether it's friends, family, romantic, however. And there could be some sort of a disconnect or a connection, and you're willing to work. You're becoming conscious about that. Are we aligning? Are we not aligning? And it's okay if we're not aligning, right? It's coming to the realizations that not everything has to be the way it looks in our head. It could just be. So I find this very interesting coming up for you. Let's just see what is going on in your life. The Hangman, patience, observing. The Star card. The Star card is like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but it means your hopes and dreams are coming true. But she's holding the water above her head, her emotions up on top of her head, and allowing it to flow. So let's just see. Maybe that's something to do with your relationships. Some of you are holding back. Let's just see. The Ten of Wands, which is like weighty burdens. The Moonchild in reverse. So again, a resistance. There's a little bit of a resistance here of emotion. The Six of Coins, giving and taking. And the Magician. Beautiful. Like a lot of, like the Magician, the Moon, the Star, the Hangman, a lot of major arcana. So to me, major arcana are my major lessons in your life, and to me it speaks of like massive change like happening within your connections, within these relationships in your life. Like I said, and like, you know the way it is. It's platonic, not platonic, whatever it is. And it's almost like a lot of you are coming face to face with a lot of these relationships in a very emotional way. Like some of them, it's in a healing way, like you're mending some relationships that you have. Some of you are mending them by not aligning, right? By removing yourself from the relationship, or consciously accepting the fact that you are not meant to be in each other's life, and now moving forward. And it could be very weighty for you to release yourself from that friendship, relationship, whatever. It could be a mother-child relationship, could be anything, a parent, it could be whatever it is. I just feel like it's you're almost at this precipice moment of your life where this is coming to head, and it's like almost saying, okay, Taurus, why do you keep holding on to something that is no longer serving you? Why do you keep holding on to, or why aren't you, if you see that there is something, why are you not making the effort to heal it? What is it that you're holding back, and what are you resisting? Like the Moonchild, it's like this fear, like almost like fear of expressing yourself, fear of opening your heart again. You know, so maybe some of you are just remaining in the little comfort zone of the Hangman. I'm just going to sit back and wait for someone else to make a move. I'm going to sit back and for someone else to like allow things to flow and happen, instead of actually being the one to create this next step. Like the Magician is asking you to pool together your resources, and it's time. Like, what is it that you want of Taurus? How do you want to feel in this relationship? Where do you want to be? Are you receiving everything that you feel like you deserve? Are you giving? Like that's the giving and taking. Are you giving and taking? Is it the same, or is it like unbalanced? Wow, it's like I mean, it could be in any kind of situation in your life. Could also be in a work situation where you're giving a lot to your employer and it's not reciprocal, you know, or you're not giving enough. Like I mean, it's, you know what this situation is, but whatever this is, it feels very heavy to me with this, like, look at this, very descriptive, this one. It feels very heavy to me, like with the tree in his skull, piercing through his skull. So it's like the ego. And it's like you're having a hard time releasing this. You're having a hard time moving away from this, because these relationships in your life that are very evidently not working. And yet you want to remain, and you want to fix, or you want to repair, or you want to hold on because of, but it's just not working. And you keep giving all that you can, but the receive is not the same. I don't know what it is here, but it's I definitely feel a lot of fear coming from you. I feel a lot of self-criticism, self-judgment happening here. A little bit of angst on your parts, because you're afraid to make that move. Afraid to afraid to step into the magician role. Because the magician is all about doing what he wants. He's the dream weaver, you know. He's the architect of his own destiny. Doesn't care about what everyone else is doing around him. He's like, oh, this is what I want to do. This is the dream. I'm going to pull together all my resources. I'm going to do whatever it is I want. I'm going to love who I want. I'm going to pull away from whoever is not working and aligning in my life. I'm going to do it. I'm going to share all the love that I have in my heart to this person, that person, my children, whatever, because that's what I want. This is how I want to dream my new dream. And that's the magician to me. And this is where we are at right now. We're in this process of creating this new reality for ourselves, and a lot of Taurians are holding on. You're hanging on to something old. Like, I'm just going to wait here and patiently, or not patiently, even impatiently sometimes. But I'm too afraid to step outside of this comfort zone, even though it's an uncomfortable zone. With this 10 of Wands, to me, it's very uncomfortable, your zone. And it's still comfortable for you, right? Because we're so used to Taurus staying in this uncomfortable zone. It's almost become uncomfortable for us. But the Moonchild with this in reverse speaks of you not being true, not authenticating your feelings to yourself, to others. You're just playing the game or something. You're just playing, just like you're surfacing, you know, instead of actually going deep. And the Six of Coins kind of feels to me like, here it's like money, but to me it feels like you're not even a lot of, I know a lot of Taurians, and I can attest to this, and I am a Taurian. It's like we such a hard time receiving, because we're so used to giving of our time, of our energy, of our money, of our everything. And it's like the moment that you release yourself from this fear, release yourself from this comfort zone, is the moment the money starts to come in, the abundance comes in, the happiness comes in, everything just starts to flow in naturally. But it's because you're resisting. And that makes sense with the magician, because the magician is like, yeah, and as soon as everything else comes in, then it's time for us to start fresh, start new, start building these new relationships, building this new step in this chapter in your journey. So let's see what the advice is. Observe in silence. Love it. I mean, yeah, observe all you want and be cunning like this little fox here, because observing in silence means to pay attention. to be conscious of what is happening in your life. Because we need to observe. I'm not saying we don't have to be observed, but we don't need to hide. That's how I saw the hangman anyways, more than the observer. I saw the hangman more being the one that you're hiding away from yourself. And here it's like, take that time to, like, even like, why am I uncomfortable in this situation? You know, obviously I'm supposed to be uncomfortable because it's waking something up in me. I need to like let it go and let it clear out of my system and not hold on to it. Because I've known this person for XYZ years. I'm gonna hold on to it because it's not fair to like let it go. It's not, you know, like we have all these rationalizations, these explanations in our mind, but the universe keeps like, divine source, you keep bringing up these obstacles and keep bringing up, if this keeps coming up over and over again, it's something to pay attention to. So we have Earth Angel. It's beautiful. I feel like we've already gotten this. And within nothing, there is everything. My philosophy. Right? This is like, if there's everything is nothing and nothing is everything, right? We put so much emphasis on the reasoning and like, why is this person not reacting to me, and the why is this, or why, like the whys, instead of releasing the whys and just trusting. Like, to me, this speaks very highly of us just trusting what is being offered to you, what is as this obstacle. You know, like, look back and say, how many times has this obstacle arrived in front of my doorstep, kind of thing. This connection is like, has come to me and I've rejected it, or this connection is here and I'm just hanging on, holding on to it. But why? When the universe is like, come on, there's something else coming up for you, right? Like, you're the Earth Angel. We are here to unlock our DNA. We're here to unlock our blueprints, but we cannot do it if we continuously hold on to the comfort zone of this matrix. If we continuously hold on to these relationships that are continuously like slapping us in the face, kind of thing. You are the Earth Angel. How do you want to live on this earth? Do you want to continuously be sad? Do you want to continuously be angry? Do you want to continuously feel rejected, feel abandoned? Or do you want to feel happy and harmonious, and same thing, peaceful and like free? So it's like choices that we have right in front of us. And I'm going to keep this card out, because within nothing, there's everything. For me, my guidance is always do nothing, Sabrina, because that's everything. Because doing nothing makes me trust in the process. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to go out of my way for anything. I don't have to try. I don't have to anything. Just be. So easy, but like, it's not that easy, right? Anyways, I'm going to give you like 2 answers. I feel like that. So it's the Oracle book, and if you're new here, it's not like a yes and no. It has a whole bunch of different kind of answers that come out. So be open-ended about your questions. Yes. Okay. Answer number 1. You've drawn the Prince of Pentacles, which is us. I love it. This is what I would tell you every day. Tell it like it is. So if whatever your question was, well, you got to be honest, authentic, and transparent. My beautiful Taurians, which I don't think you have problems with that, but maybe you do, because here you do. Question number 2. Okay, answer number 2. You've rolled number 15. Ask an acquaintance and do the opposite. I love that. So, I mean, if you ask the question, a specific question, and I'm telling you, maybe and do the opposite. I kind of like that. All right, my beautiful Taurians, this is your message of the week. It's uncomfortable, but like in the uncomfortable is where we are at liftoff kind of thing. So I feel like your new dream, your new chapter of your story is waiting for you to open it up, but like you got to clean up some of these connections that you have that are not aligning. I think we've gotten this a lot of times, eh? But anyways, all right, this is your message of the week. I love you. Check your rising, your moon, your Venus, whatever planet you need to look into for other messages, and also like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me, and buy my book, please. All right, I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got every journey starts with a single step. So this card is clearly, she's holding on to a suitcase, and it's a little bit ajar, open, and there's like tons of little butterflies escaping this closed-in box. And she's naked, and she's like in a vortex or a portal or whatever it is of light and frequency and vibration, and it's just freaking beautiful. To me, this card, it's like a lot of you are either traveling right now or thinking of traveling, and to me it just feels right. It feels like you need to do that. You need to follow your heart. If it's taking you on a road, if it's taking you on wherever it is, it's like every small step that you do, you get closer to who you are and to your journey. And I like this like single step, because on this journey, all of us is just like, it's not about the little steps. It's always like we need to take big giant leaps into our job, into a project, and it's not about that. It's not about these big accomplishments that we're doing. It's all these things. It's about the little things, one step at a time, and enjoy and like revel in this human experience. And what this is like, bear yourself, be yourself, love every moment, enjoy this sense of freedom. Stop putting so much expectation on your life or attachment to an outcome or plans or whatever. Just freaking enjoy every single step of this lifetime, Gemini. Stop fucking thinking. Stop overthinking about life, about where you need to be, how you need to be in a relationship, how this relationship should look like, how this job, like enough. One step at a time. This is a really beautiful message for you, Gemini, especially. So, what do we have here? Oh, you have all one. Okay. We have the King of Wands. She's a Leo energy or a fire energy. It could be a man in your life that is a fire. I need to look at more cards to understand why he's here. So, the Two of Coins. The decision. The World. Like travel. New adventure. New chapter. Knight of Swords. Gemini showing up here. The Star card. Oh. Aquarius. But also, these are freaking potent cards, people. And the Queen of Wands. Another fire sign, which is an Aries. So, not to say anything, but the World, the Star. Okay, the World, the Star, the major arcana. And you have a Queen, a King, and a Knight. And you have a Two of Coins. so interesting here. Like when you see court cards and you see major arcana, there's like a major shift happening in your life. And for you, with these three people, that means that there's people helping you along on this journey, or they are your issue. So let's see what's going on. The King of Wands showing up. To me, feels like it could be you if you're a masculine energy, or could be someone else. I just feel like it could be someone else that's showing up that's making you question a little bit of your life at this moment in time, making you question where it is that you need to put your attention to. Do you need to put your full attention on him? But the King of Wands is, as much as he's very like, yes, it's all about me kind of energy, he's also someone who is helping you and guiding you on this journey, right? So I feel like you're in the Two of Coins is like you're either trying to figure out maybe you're going to move in with this person, or maybe you're going to invest something with this person, or maybe he's going to invest in you, or he or she will invest in you. There's just this feel with money, like safety, security. This is person coming in to swoop in to help you with that, because it feels like that. And you could also be meeting him on travels. You could be meeting him or going traveling with this person. There's just, or stepping into a new chapter with this person. And it's like someone who's coming in, and you could be already with a partner, by the way. And it's the King of Wands, could be an investor, like a money manager, or, you know, it could be someone that is like a boss or colleague that's like someone who's going to help you with money, someone's going to help you, like a real estate agent. It could be something like this as well, by the way. It doesn't always have to be about love. But whatever this is, whoever this person is for you, woman or man, I guess, is someone who is going to help you step into this new journey. But it's a new, completely new book, a new story with this World card. And definitely, like, Nine of Swords underneath the World, some of you are traveling. Like, for me, if you're traveling in this week or thinking about traveling, I almost feel like the message here is very poignant for you, and it's really important to pay attention to the signs around you. And perhaps you might meet your King of Wands or your Queen of Wands on this voyage. So pay attention, but again, we don't attach to this kind of thing, like whether it's a man or woman coming in your life. It's not that important. I just feel like for you, this is transitionary. Like you're stepping into your stardom, right? You're stepping into your why you're here. Like it's almost like you're opening up, unlocking that blueprint within you. If you're a starseed, and you're walking into your stardom of Queen of Wands kind of thing. So I feel like there's a huge shift happening for you, like very transformational. With the Knight of Wands, he's the conqueror, the warrior. He's, you know, it's also about travel here, but it's also about movement, quick movement. I don't know, like there's like definitely like 3 stories I'm seeing here. There could be like some of you who are single perhaps, or in a relationship. There's just someone stepping it up and coming in to embark on this journey with you. And it's going to be exciting and adventurous. And it's also going to be very thoughtful, like meaningful, like open. You know, when you see the King and the Queen of Wands on the outside, at the beginning and the end, it just feels like a perfect connection happening here. And like I say, it could be a relationship, but it also could be a connection between souls. You're meeting your soul tribe kind of thing. It's like for me, it feels like some of you are actually going on vacation, and you need to go on vacation. That's what I see here. Just to like jumpstart, you know, or you don't need to go on vacation. It's just this whole like opening yourself up to a new way of feeling, of being, of like loving yourself completely, of allowing your dream time to come into reality, like accepting the fact that your the way you see life could be different from other people, but it's fine. And that's how, I don't know, I just like, she's like here and she has this like a paddle in her hand, I would say. And she's like, okay, I'm ready for my new adventure. I'm ready for my new voyage. And I'm excited. And I'm looking to the star, like this, like she's looking to the star, and she's like, I recognize that I'm here to expand and to get ready to open new horizons. I'm ready to start this new story with you, the divine, right? I'm ready because I'm tired of the old. Like, I can't live there anymore. And that's why, like, this box opening up with the butterflies, it's just that feeling of like, I'm tired of living in the box, which is the matrix, which is the illusion, which is this world. I don't want to live there anymore, and I'm going to start to be authentically me. I'm going to be Gemini. I'm going to, whatever that means, right? Are you really a Gemini, or are you all the signs, right? Things are expanding. At one point, we're not going to be our signs anymore, because we're unlocking so much DNA that we're going to be completely like, I'm going to have to come up with a whole new different way of talking to you, right? So to me, I just feel like you're at this beautiful cataclysmic moment where you're ready to jump into a new. And if it's a relationship for you, great. But remember that it's not the relationship that defines you. It's you who defines yourself and your life ahead of you. It's like stepping into that knowing that I'm ready for this next adventure, and I'm ready for this next book to open up and like rewrite my story, because I'm tired of rereading the old story. Wow. There could be a woman, like, I feel like there's like a fire signs around you that could be very monumental in this journey for you. Could also be an Aquarius that's here, but it could also be the age of Aquarius. As we enter into this new world, we're realizing that there's just much more than us like worrying about like the little things about, oh, does he like me? Does she like me? What is it? Who cares? There's so much of you. Like, oh, do they like my project? It's like, I feel you like moving into this like in a grandiose way with this Knight of Swords. In the fact that this is you as well is like you in a Gemini way, like, hello, I'm here kind of way, and I don't care what you think of me, and I'm just bursting into this life, and I'm just bursting into this connection, and I'm just me, and I'm not gonna change for you. I'm just going to be me, free me. Embrace the dark is your advice, which I kind of freaking like, because who is the dark? It's you. We are the light, we are the dark. The dark is that authentic part of you that is like unapologetic. That's like, oh, you don't like my character? Oops, sorry. Like, this is what you're getting. I don't change for anyone. Oh, do you want me to stay in the old story? Sorry, no. I need to go deep and dive. I'm not diving deep into the darkness, because we are the freaking dark. That's the thing. We are the shadow, we are the light. And the shadow is uncomfortable for everybody because it's the real you. That, like, whoever that is for you, you don't have to be unapologetic, and that's the real you. The real you could be very quiet and timid, doesn't want to talk. And it could be very uncomfortable for people around you. But so the F be it. This is awesome. I love it. Because look, I love it. Embrace the dark, and in the back, there's a light. It's the same shit, right? We are all the same. Light, dark, it's just polarity speaking, but it's all the one. Nourish the soul. With this tiger or panther licking the lap of luxury, which is this world. It's like, enjoy your life, revel in it. Like, stop overthinking about, oh, but I need to be here at this age, and I need to be doing this at this time. I need to stay in this shitty relationship. I need to stay in this. I need to find the perfect relate. Like, you don't need to do anything. It's just freaking love your life. Live your life to the fullest. Be free, travel, do what you want. Yeah, but I don't have. Well, you don't have because you don't believe. Now stop putting limitations on your life and enjoy. And you know what? You don't need freaking money to enjoy your life as well. Nourish your soul. It could just be you going starfish on a beach, you know what I'm saying? And like taking in the beautiful sand and the water, the grass, and wherever you are. Climbing a tree. Enjoy your life. I love this. Oh my God. I sound like a preacher. I'm a preacher you, but I'm not. Hidden beauty. It's like an interesting card here because she's like covering herself up. Almost ashamed of her body, almost ashamed of herself, and she's like hiding, because beauty to me is not about how you look like, how your body is. It's just a lot deeper than that. Your beauty is your soul, and you're hiding yourself for other people. You're hiding yourself for, like, why aren't you ready to start this freaking journey? Stop playing in the old, Gemini. Stop making plans. Just love yourself. Love all of you. Love the hurts, the pains, the sorrow. Love the life, the love, the happiness. Love it all. Nourish your soul in however you want to do it. But love your dark, love your light. I just feel that there's some of you are moving into something grandiose that's like grandiose. Not even like that. It's just something beautiful. And it's time to grasp, hold on, clench, those are not the words I want to say. It's time to just trust yourself. And it's time to step outside of this linear world that you don't belong in, right, Gemini? I think of all people, you understand that. And it's asking you to start a new chapter. So what are you going to do with this new chapter of your life? Or book? I think it's a new book. How do you want to live it? Do you want to always live it according to someone else and how these people want to see you, and on limitations? Limited belief systems? You want to just start something new? It's time. You want to move into this age of Aquarius? You want to stay in this age of Pisces where everything is like, this is who you are, this is how you're going to be, this is how you look. It's enough. It's time to channel the King and the Queen of Wands, people. The King and Queen of Wands don't give a flying F about how other people think about them, and they just do. So let's be fire a little bit, Gemini, this week. Let's step into the new. However uncomfortable it is, embrace the dark, love yourself, love everything about you. So I'm called to give you these love oracle cards. So I'm gonna do Gemini, please. I don't need those anyway. So I said, I was like, no. I'm going to give you both of these, okay? So, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. That's a beautiful message. And imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. That's beautiful. There is much to come into your life still, because we have still not moved into our true essence. We are still weeding out and clearing out all these old stories, but at least change your mindset, set, and get ready for the new. And getting ready for the new is releasing yourself from these limitations. All right, Gemini, this is your message for the week. I love you. Check your rising, your moon, your Venus, your Jupiter, whatever it is you want to know for other messages, if this didn't resonate as well. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And also buy my book if you wish. If you love to read, it's all about Twin Flame Journey. I'm going to put the links down below. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got after the storm. So we have this beautiful owl with wings spread out. The owl is the high priestess, the inner wisdom that you have, like in front of the moon or the sun or whatever it is. And it's just this feeling of freedom, right? So I just feel like when I see this card, Cancer, I feel like some of you are going in the middle of a shit show in your life, a shit storm, or some of you have been dealing with some really heavy energies, some heavy trauma coming up, or maybe you're like, whatever the storm is for you, because it could be everything. It could be conflict, chaos, could be divorce, separation, breakups. It could be also you coming to face with uncomfortable things in your life, and it's just coming up and bringing up a lot of old shit and clearing. And this week is like after the storm. But how is when a tornado happens after the storm, you still have to clean it up, right? You still have to clean up the debris. So, it's not over yet. All this chaos, all this shit is coming up. It's coming up for a reason. I feel like this card is just to say, like, hey, Cancer, don't be so hard on yourself for like you having said something or someone else saying something bad to you. It's like we almost have to take a step back a little bit and become more observers and stop taking things so personally. But after the storm, I'm curious. Oh my God, everything's falling all the time. Oh. It's like I have like butterfingers recently. I don't know, everything just flying out of my hands. All right, let's get this party started. Six of Wands. We start off with victory, success, and feeling really good about herself. She feels validated. She feels like she's achieved something. She feels successful. Let's see. The Four of Cups. Interesting. Right underneath the Six of Wands. The Four of Cups is usually an energy of a Cancer energy, by the way, of like, I'm not sure. I was successful, but I'm still not feeling so great about myself. The Tower. Oh my God, that's amazing. After the storm and the Tower. Okay, so there is some shit storm still happening within you. Okay. And the Five of Swords, which is like vengefulness. Something deep inside, revenge, but even something like very dark that's lying there within you. And the Ace of Swords, which is clarity. And the Two of Cups is soulmate energy, love. So these two are awesome, which is nice. But this is very interesting to me. So we're here after the storm, and still there's a storm brewing within you. Because you have this, like there's this, something has happened. So perhaps something happened already, and now you're feeling like on top of the world. You feel like you've been validated. You feel like whatever. Like you feel really good about your life with the Six of Wands. But deep inside, it's almost like the outside world sees you as very successful. They see you as very happy and loving, and everything is really great around you. You have friends, you have like your loving life, and deep down you're like unhappy, like depressed, like upset with yourself, grieving, sad. There's a whole bunch of like really intense emotions happening here. Some of you might have, like with the Tower card, could be like some of you changing jobs, or you got fired, or you quit, or you did something that was like out of the ordinary for Cancer, or you're just feeling a lot of emotions. You're like you're having a lot of anxiety, a lot of grief. Like it's a very extreme emotion here with the Tower card, and the emotion underneath, like the Five of Swords, is like you're almost beating yourself up for it. It's not like you're taking this tower moment saying, okay, it's coming up, making me uncomfortable, but I'm going to let it come through. You're almost like, no, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I'm here again. I can't believe I'm like, I'm allowing, you know, like you're allowing this emotion to consume you. So Cancer, I feel it very deeply here that you are in a tower moment, and however that is coming up for you, and a little part of you doesn't know how to deal with it. You're having a hard time repairing it, and you're not supposed to repair it, right? You're here to let it flow out of you. And like if you didn't listen to my intro, I talk about this very much. I went through in my own tower moment this past week, and it was very uncomfortable. And instead of having me to figure out and why, because it's not important, I just had to let it come out in however way it came out. And to me, it was like, I'm like very comfortable in the dark, so I go into a little darkness mode, and I have to like just like close my eyes and cry, or just whatever, you know, like everybody does it in their own way. But I feel like that is where you're needing to heed to it, you know, you're needing to concede to whatever this is happening to you right now, and allow it to freaking flow out of you instead of holding on, attaching to it, and like really feeling bad about it and saying, oh my God, I'm such a loser. I'm here again. I can't, like, you know, this is the Five of Swords too, is like someone is, or people around you are like, oh God, you're here again, Cancer, like, come on, like, get your shit together. Like, why are you like, still grieving? Why are you still sad? And it's for you to just freaking like do whatever you need to do. Do what you feel is coming up for you and release it on your own. And it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks about you. Because whatever you're doing, I'm telling you, the Ace of Swords is like, it's you finding that clarity again. You being able to cut through all of, like, you freeing yourself from that stormy feeling. You doing the work on your own. Ace of Swords. I'm going to take the sword of truth, and I'm going to cut through the bullshit and whatever everyone else is saying about me or how I should be feeling and I don't care, because I just need to feel it the way I feel it. I need to go through this. I need to feel the anxiety right through to the bone until I don't feel it anymore, until I've accepted, and it's like accepting that is what it is. That's how it's coming up, and allowing it just to flow out, and stop holding on to it and stop trying to fix it, and just allow it to release it. I don't know. I just feel like some of you are like too busy worrying about the facade, about how other people see you, how other people, like, instead of really being you and just freaking expressing yourself the way you need to express yourself. This is that. Be authentically you. Express yourself how you want. Say what you feel. Say what you need to say. To me, there's a Two of Cups here, which is a union. There's a union happening here for you, and it won't happen until you become completely honest and transparent to the person. Like, also it could be like, hey, you know what? Stop fucking like giving me problems. Stop like bringing, like, if I want to talk about this, allow me the space to talk about. Give me that space. I need it. Like, say it. Don't just like shut down because they're in a bad mood and you want to like just please everybody. No. To me, it's time. There's this feeling of you like, when you're doing this, some of you will actually meet a soulmate, will actually meet a partner. And it doesn't always have to be a partner. It could be a person that's going to come into your life to help you through this. So the only way they come in is you're open to it and you're like ready for it. You need to like trust the ugly that's happening in your life right now. It's there because it needs to clear. And if by us trying to find an explanation for it, you're just burying it back in. So this is some deep crap here happening. Some of you might be getting a new job, by the way, because I'm just getting this. Like the Tower could be some of you being fired, or you quitting and then you getting a new job, or some of you like a breakup and then you meet someone new. Like there's this very Towerific moment, like this. Oh my God, it feels like it's like the end of the world, and then as soon as that end of the world happens, something new, completely new comes in that's going to change your life. So like my advice to you, Cancer, is to allow this chaotic moment to actually traverse and travel through your body and release it, because something beautiful is coming your way. A new job, a new relationship, a new friendship, a new lease on life, a new idea, a new project. But right now you're in this like self-sabotage moment. You're and you don't know how to get out of it, and you're trying to get out of it instead of just allowing it to come up. So your advice is stay strong. That's amazing. Another dragon. I love it. Stay strong as this comes up. Stay strong as the Tower happens, right? The Tower is, to me, one of the most beautiful cards in this deck, because it's all that ugly that needs to release itself so you can get clear and you can like see things clearly, and you can trust yourself, and you can be more honest with yourself and with others around you. And then we have contemplation. Contemplation. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Let's see. 69, the year I was born. Contemplation. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining, or soft and yielding. A question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. Really beautiful. Okay. So be open to, like, for me, it's just like getting clear about what it is you want, and be open to it always. And to me, the Two of Cups speaks of someone coming in, someone helping you through this, a soulmate, which doesn't always have to be romantic, could be a friend, could be a family member, someone who's going to show up for you, and in divine timing, in divine truth. There's just this feeling that you are stepping into something absolutely beautiful, Cancer, but you have to go through it. Don't negate it. Don't ignore it. Don't hide from it. It's time to fly. So what do I give Cancer? Cancer, I'm going to give you oracle questions. So if you're new here, these are not yes and no. There are a whole bunch of different kinds of answers. So be open-ended. So I'm going to give you two answers. So, I opened it right away. So answer number 1. According to the palm reader, the Apollo, which is the ring finger, indicates you must gamble to make it happen. Oh, no gamble. Whatever that means. Don't gamble. Nothing. You just take a risk. I get it. Okay. Here I'm like, gamble. No. Go for it. Just do it. And question number 2. Only if you want it bad enough, says the psychic. So whatever it is you asked, if you want it bad enough, you go for it. Or you don't do it, whatever it is. All right, Cancer. This is your message of the week. Check your rising, your moon, and your Venus, and your Jupiter, and your Mercury for other messages. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And also, buy my book. All right. It's available on all the Amazons. All right. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got follow your own rhythm. Number 5. So this is, you can see this person, this woman is very, oh, there's like a heart behind her. Interesting. She's very much in her own world, loving, being graceful, loving herself, loving her body. She's not even paying attention to us, kind of thing. And this is following your own rhythm, is following your truth, following your own inner guidance, your own inner voice. And it's like, isn't it time? I feel like this there's a change, a shift happening in this world already. There's this, like, your remembrance is coming up from who you were, and it's time to follow what it is. Like, stop following what you think you should be feeling, how you should be feeling. Like, I need to be making money, but maybe you don't feel like you need to do, like, like really listen in. It's quite miraculous, actually, to be able to shut it all down, shut everything off. The TV, the social, everything, even your mind, your ego, shut it down and really go deep and ask yourself, what is it I really want? And really, truly be honest with yourself. You'd surprise yourself that perhaps it's not even where you are right now. And it's to follow that. Because that, my dear friends, is your inner voice and your inner guidance saying, that's where you need to be. Where are you now? Deep. So, let's see what is happening. We have the High Priestess, which is phenomenal, but it's exactly that. It's your inner voice, your inner wisdom. You know what you need to do. A lot of us don't know, like, can't hear it right now, are not aware of it, and a lot of us don't have it. It hasn't all come up. But the High Priestess is like, it'll come when it comes, but just trust the process along the way, and dance if you want to dance, and sing if you want to sing, and love your life the way you want to do it. Like, stop being afraid that you won't have enough money for your retirement or whatever, because that's not where that's holding on to this old matrix and illusion. Fear, false evidence appearing real. It's just bullshit, right? It's like allowing yourself to trust. I mean, it all comes down to that. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. Knight of Cups is like a lover coming in, or loving yourself. Right? The Knight of Cups is usually a romantic idealist, a naive person walking into your life. Someone younger than you could be, but someone that is like maybe very in tune, or maybe someone that's part of your journey. And you can't even if you're single, you can't see them because you're too stuck in the ways of the world, and you're too stuck in your plans and your forecasts that you can't even see the person coming in towards you. And this could be if you're with someone, it could also mean like, it could also be that you're like interested in someone else, but also it could be that going back to that first love feeling again. Because the Three of Cups is here, which is... Three of Cups is socializing and loving and having fun again, networking again. The way I made that face, because Three of Cups in reverse is like cheating, But it's not in reverse, so let's just see. The Queen of Wands, powerful woman in your life, could be an Aries. The Knight of Cups is a Pisces. The Fool card. Interesting, Leo. We're jumping into something new. And the Three of Wands. And you have a destination. You have a direction. So what is going on here? There's this feeling of love. Let's say in a relationship, it's like you jumping into something new. Maybe you're going to meet someone in a social setting. Maybe you're going to go out at a bar, a restaurant, an event. Be open, Leo, because you might meet a woman, a strong woman or a strong man. They could be like a colleague, your boss, even with the queens and the kings here, or the knight is someone younger than you, could be a waiter, could be anybody, doesn't really matter, right? I'm just feeling that there's this, like, whoever it is, if you're single or not, whoever is coming in is meant to be, with the High Priestess here. So don't decline invitations to go out. Go. There's like opportunities here showing up in love, but also opportunities showing up here in work, in career. Perhaps you're going to find a job that you could never imagine yourself working in that. And it's like, yes, the Queen of Wands is that kind of energy. It's like, take a chance. Jump in. What are you doing, Leo? That's the feeling I'm getting here. I feel like the rhythm that is happening here for you, Leo, is that your true north is appearing. Like it's like your destiny, or where you're supposed to be, your blueprint is coming online, and things are starting to click in. And it's yourself, your higher self, yourself, your future self is guiding you there. So if you're like sitting at home watching TV and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I feel like I need to go there. Get up, get dressed, and go. Go with the rhythm, right? Follow the rhythm. I feel like there's a lot of you that are literally being called to socialize, to go to those parties, go to those events, whatever it is. If it's just friends, a coffee shop, go for it. Go do it. I feel like there's like enough sedentary life. Unless, you want to live sedentary, you just listen to yourself. But the Fool and the Three of Wands speaks that you're going to meet someone in this like event situation. I don't know, I just got a flash. Like the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, you're going to meet somebody, you're going to have a party, and then you're going to meet like the mother-in-law or the mother or someone older, like related to this person, and it's just feels like it's going to just start to click in. I don't know. There's this really interesting energy here. And then you're going to jump. Like some of you are going to get married right away in the 3 months from now, or you're going to like jump into this career opportunity that shows up, or you're going to jump into whatever this is. Someone's going to offer you a project. Someone's going to offer you like to change the direction of your life. And it's like, go for it, Leo. Stop like wavering. Stop worrying. Go for it, because it might take you in a different city. It might make you travel. It might make you like, it's going to definitely like open your life up. Like I feel like you're gonna start a new journey this way. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is like making that decision, but crossing the ocean, crossing the lands, like like you see them there. And it doesn't mean that you have to move, but there's this opening your field up. And it's like an interesting, like some of you might meet someone that's younger than you. Some of you might meet an older woman or an older man, right? So you have these like two like dualities happening here, the Knight and the Queen. So that there's that happening here. Or you could be a parent here and your child is ready to move out of your house, kind of thing. That could be that too. There's just a lot of different scenarios here, but obviously I can't be always too specific, and if you want you can book a reading with me. But There's, I don't know, this feeling of newness here and fun, and it's time and frolicking and enjoying your life and like meeting amazing people, like mentor kind of people coming into your life, or younger people, and listening to these younger people because they have a lot to say, right? It's expanding the way you are, and like it's really about risk taking, going for it. If you're offered like something, a new project, a new job, a new way of being, then like jumping into it, flowing with the rhythm. So your advice is let two become one. Look at that. So some of you are definitely meeting someone if you're single. Or let two become one is just like let you and your partner become one. Like start like doing things together again. Like let's, you know, if you're in a relationship and it's like you're leading a routine life, then maybe like start going out more. Start enjoying life again. Like I just feel like some of you are a little bit routine, which happens all the time. But I just feel like there's this, go traveling, you know, go traveling. Go for it. What are you doing? Like stop traveling for work and go travel. Right? Like go enjoy life. Yeah, I love it. Coming together. Look at this. Coming together. Let two become one. Some of you are going to meet your freaking soulmates, people. This is very clear in the cards. Like, so go to those social events because he or she is waiting there for you. I just feel like there's like, or it's a coming together of an existing relationship, and it's time to like establish yourselves as a couple kind of thing. Like find the fun back in your relationship again. I don't know, but I feel like there's something really potent coming together here that is going to shift your story, like shift your life. Oh my God. Yin yang lover. Okay, dudes. Yin yang lover coming together. Let two become one. Like, I mean, Knight of Cups. It's freaking clear, people. I don't know if you're single, but there's someone coming in. Like, it's clear as freaking day. And they're the ones. Very clear. And if you're in a relationship, like I said, it's you like bringing back the fun, traveling, doing something different, moving into a new home, like picking up and like leaving and going somewhere else to live that's completely different. But I just feel like there is this like feeling of coming together, but also growing, and you know, like coming together and flowing with the rhythm of life. Whew. So this calls for the love oracle because there's lots of love here. All right, Leo. What does Leo need to know? Oh, right away. Oh, two of them. Yeah, okay. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. That's really beautiful because, like, for those of you who are single who don't know and what it means to be in hell, what does it mean? It means that there is some counterpart out there waiting for you to like get to that party so you can meet each other. And let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. This is for the couples out there that are already together. Like, closeness is like give each other space, but also I just feel like this is such a message to me of like truly like enjoying life to the fullest. I really feel like, Leo, you can do this. You have a lot of help around you. There are a lot of people, like women and men, on their way to you, and you're going to be jumping leaps and bounds into these relationships, into like these new ventures. Life is going to get exciting. I love it. All right, Leo, let's have fun. I will see you next week. Check your rising, your moon, your Venus, your Jupiter, whatever you want for other messages. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me. And if you can, go and find a I Am You, You Are Me book on Amazon in all the countries. I love you so, so much, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got listening for truth, 36-9, end of a journey, peoples. Okay. For me, this is really a poignant card because, happy birthday, Virgo, by the way. Because I've been working with some clients that are Virgos, and it's just so, like, clear for them. This card, I was like, wow, man. It's showing up for them, but for maybe all the Virgos out there. Listening for truth means listening to yourself, because you are truth. Right? It's only you. You're the only one who knows what you need to do, where you need to go, how you need to be in this lifetime. Nobody else has the answers but you. And it's listening to that truth that comes up in that relationship, in that job, in that search for a career, in that search for love, in that search for self. It's listening. She has her ear to a seashell, which to me is water, which is to me is you, because we are, I am you, you are me, we are the water, we are nature, we are it. And it's like, if you're not willing to listen to yourself, then go ahead and listen to something else that feels, you know what I'm saying? It's like almost like, anyways, it's you you're listening to. I feel like it's to get that confidence, to trust yourself. You feel like you need to leave a job, then go for it. What are you staying there for? If you need to leave this relationship, why are you still hanging on? Just get out. Like, there's just like a feeling of, I don't know, man. I just feel it too, though. I feel like I'm done. I'm so done listening to everybody. So this is exciting for their birthday peoples. So let's go. We have freaking tower. The tower, which is exactly where you are. The breakup, right? The quitting my job, the getting fired, the breakup of friendships, the leaving behind, the letting go, the, I don't know, whatever, that big bill that's come to you, that credit card debt that's coming, that's like in your face, the money problems, whatever it is, it's just all here. And it's all here because it needs to clear. It's all here because it needs to clear. You understand? I'm gonna use that. It's all here because it needs to clear. Because it's not a coincidence that you find yourself in this relationship that sucks. It's not a coincidence. You're here because it's like the universe or God saying, oh my God, how many times we have to put you in this place because you didn't listen to yourself in the first place, because you didn't listen to that first instinct that came to you and said, this is not right. But you know what? This is a lot of money. You know what? But he loves me and she loves me and this is what it is. It's okay. We all do it. The King of Wands. Leo. Fire sign, but it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could just be a man. And underneath the tower is like speaks volumes that some of you have obviously major issues with this, like this man in your life, a father figure, someone in your life. It could be a woman, whatever, if you're a man watching this, but it's definitely someone potent, a partner, a parent, like someone older or younger, but like a partner, like not a child, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like big change is happening. Wow. Seven of Swords, people. Lying, cheating, stealing. Wow, Virgo. What the fuck is going on here? Three of Cups. Cheating. Like celebrating. I don't know, man. Okay, the Hierophant. Taurus energy, but it's like finding your path again. And the Two of Swords. Wow, this is like deep, Virgo. So much uncertainty in your cards. So much like anger. It's like you are going through what I was going through last week, and you're going through this in the most uncomfortable way possible. And the Seven of Swords, as much as it's lying, cheating, dishonesty, is also you being a nonconformist. It's you stepping outside of the picture and like creating chaos as well. It's like making people question your motives, making people say, why are you doing this? Oh my God, no, you should just stay in the comfort zone. No, you should just stay. And it's you like, no, honeys, I do not accept this behavior anymore. And I realize that whatever has to come up in my face is showing me that I continuously repeat the same patterns all the time. That's what the Tower continuously shows you. Like, I continuously go into the fire pit at every step of the way, and I don't listen to that first instinct. And I find myself going up against this man, this woman, this parent, this friend, this sibling, whatever the hell this is for you, but it's very uncomfortable. And it's here to show you the collapse is the only way for you to like step into this new you. Seven of Swords in Aquarius. And this new you is these decisions that you make, these choices that you're making are very uncomfortable for everyone around you, because they're like, oh no, but you know, you're gonna make less money, or no, it's not gonna be as prestigious, or oh no, like, but it doesn't matter if he or she is like this, you know, you can just adapt. And you're like, no, and mofos, I'm not adapting. I'm like going to be me. And it's very uncomfortable to be me. And I'm going through this crapola right now. I gotta do it. And I'm gonna freaking celebrate the Three of Cups. I'm gonna go out and celebrate me. And if you want to join me, then come. Because this is me listening to my truth. And I'm not here to appease to everybody else. And I'm not here to make everybody comfortable around me. And I'm definitely not here to live in a semi-par, like a subpar relationship, or a subpar job, or a subpar anything. So anyone want to join me, come. That's what you're doing here. And like the Hierophant is like, the Hierophant in the original is very like traditional, but to me this Hierophant in most of these cards are not. It's like stepping into your own, remembering who you are, being that badass that you are, and saying, okay, you know what? I had to go through this Tower moment because I listened to myself, and myself was telling me, get the fuck out, or start something new, or do whatever it is. And then I had to deal with this in the most uncomfortable way. But I'm not here to make everyone else comfortable. Right? I'm here to make myself comfortable and to stand in my truth. And that's what the Hierophant is. And lead my way and lead my path. And it could be a Taurus that's helping you out. It doesn't have to be. But the Two of Swords underneath is you still doubting yourself. Even when you go through all this, even like you make the decision, you're still like, oh, did I make the right decision, or should I have done this? And it's like, no, Virgo, no more. Finito, terminado. I'm going to say them in all languages. And it's like, no, we need you to listen to your truth and to stand by your truth, because that is what has guided you to where you are now and where you need to be. No more like hanging on to comfort zones. No more hanging on to like just the 5% that you're happy with, or even the 95%. No, man. 100% or nil, or let's go. It's like that. I just feel like that is what's coming up for you. And it's time. It's time for you to like truly stand in your truth. Stop playing the game. Because I feel like some of you might even return to this person or another person just like it, and it's going to be the same story over again. It's really like you finding your own again. Very interesting. Reveal your truth. Wow, look at this. Listen to the truth and reveal your truth. Take off the mask, people. I feel like Virgo is very like Taurus, or Capricorn. They're Earth signs. Very much like facade. Like I don't want people to know that I'm having a bad life, so I'm going to post myself on social media that everything is great. But reveal your freaking truth, man. No, dude, this is like no. Or who cares about social media? But I'm just saying for you, stop playing facade life. Who cares about other people and what the frick they want for you? It's not about them. It's about you. Listen to your truth. Surrender to you. Not to anyone else. Like everyone else has their own life to live. And I love it. Let the feminine lead the way. 1000%. Like, even if you're masculine, and actually the masculine needs to step the frick up, but let the feminine lead the way. Let the nurturing, the compassionate side in you. That is who needs to lead the way. Be compassionate towards yourself. Be nurturing towards yourself and toward other people. Stop holding on to the anger. Even in this tower moment, if someone like lets you down, let them go, but don't hold on to the anger. Because why are you doing that? You're just fucking yourself up by holding on to that anger. Holding on to that, oh, he or she owes me this. No one owes you nothing. Just listen to yourself, release these people, these situations from your lives, and move forward. Heart of the moment. Go deep into your heart. That is trusting listening to your truth. To me, is the heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to the truth. Same shit. So I just feel like some of you are literally being asked to truly trust yourself. Whether you're masculine, feminine, lead the feminine is like going deep into your heart and loving it, and loving your decisions, and seeing your decisions as cutthroat and enjoying them, and saying, you know what, I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for you or you or you or you. This is all me. This is my life. I want to be happy, and this is my choice. But I'm not going to hold on to the I'm not going to resent you, and I'm not going to hold on to that shit, because that's not worthy. You're not worthy of my energy, first of all. And I'm here to start a new life. This is fucking so. And it doesn't always have to be about like a relationship here. It could be a job that's been holding you back, and you're holding on to it because you make like 6 figures and it's really good, and there's something else calling your name, and you just need to follow your heart, Virgo. To me, it's like, stop pretending, stop playing a facade game, stop playing a game that's not yours. Be honest and true and authentic. Why would we want to be anything else? Right? Okay, I'm going to give you a love oracle card for my beautiful Virgos, my birthday babies. Actually, I'm going to give you the both things. Okay, I got a no for this, so I want to look at it. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So take that however you want. It could be like a partner in your life, could be God, could be anything, because that's what it is. And now I feel like I need to give you this answer. So I just went into it. So think of a question. These are open-ended answers, so don't expect yes and no's. Pause this video because I'm giving you the answer right now. If you haven't thought of the question. The answer is you've rolled number 4, which indicates you might be unhappy with the outcome. Okay. That could be a good thing though. All right. This is your message, Virgo. I love you. Happy, happy birthday. Also, it's time. It's time to be you. It's time to love yourself and love every moment that you're living on this earth. It's time to nurture yourself, be compassionate towards yourself, regardless of the decisions you're making. Stop doubting yourself and be the non-conformist that you're not usually. Be that person. All right, I love you. I will see you next week. Also check your your rising and your moon and your Venus for other messages. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and also super thanks me if you can. And also, you can buy this book from me. It's I Am You, You Are Me. It's about a twin flame journey. I love you, and I'll see you next week. The links are below. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got the word wants to be written. I freaking love this card, by the way. I just feel like the whole, her third eye exploding with butterflies and luminous light all around her, and this butterfly everywhere. It's just this feeling of explosion, like something deep inside you that wants to like be written, be heard, be danced, be flow. Like it's just this something within you that needs to be expressed. And like we've been doing this a while. My hand is itchy. That's a good sign, right? That's like money coming in. Anyways, there's like this feeling of, okay, I've been with you for so many months and it's been just so chaotic with you, right? And it's okay because the chaos is exactly where we need to be. But I feel like there's something inside you that is holding back from being you. And it's time to freaking release. It's time to just do it. You want to pick up that phone and call that person and declare your love to them? Do it. You want to like write that book, even though you think you're not a writer? Write it. I wrote a book. You can write a book. Like you want to like paint? What are you waiting for? Like you want to get up and go swimming? Go get a membership at the YMCA and go swimming. Like I just feel like there's that little thing inside you that keeps holding you back from doing something because you're always afraid of failing or afraid of someone else like getting upset at you, or you're afraid like, you know, you're too much people pleasing. Something needs to come out and it's time. Like let's let it out, man. So this is that and this is you. 3 of coins. The 3 of coins is the 3 of pentacles, which is collaborating. What is that? Collaboration with people, getting together, working with other people. Maybe some of you are wanting to start a business with other people, or like find support, encouragement, get some help from others. We're so hung up on doing things on our own in this earth, and it's just like, it doesn't make you, that's not what we're here to do. We're not here alone. We're here with a whole bunch of us souls. So go out there and ask for help. And the Wheel of Fortune is here. Luck, abundance. I'm a blank. Destiny. I was like, wow. Okay. Maybe you're supposed to be working with other people. Maybe you're not supposed to be working alone. That's interesting. The 5 of Cups. A little bit of a depression moment here. Let's see. The Universe, the World card, loving it. The 4 of Swords. It looks not nice, but it's actually nice, the 4 of Swords. It's calm, relaxation. And the King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Saggy, Capricorn, Taurus showing up for you here. Capricorn, Scorpio, Libra, you. That's nice. So what's here? What is happening? What needs to be written here for you? Because I see you, some of you wanting to expand, wanting to do something completely different in your life. Maybe coming out of your little comfort zone and investing money somewhere else, or getting into a project with other people. opening a business with others, joining a community, or doing something together. Like even if you're working in like coming together with other colleagues, I just feel like there's something you're being like destiny. You're being asked to actually come together, ask for help, support, encouragement. You know, like with others, you're not here to do everything alone, and it's like it's a key to your abundance. So interesting. And it's funny because the Five of Cups is here and the world is here, and it's like some of you maybe are traveling, some of you are you know, by doing this we'll move into a new chapter, we'll move into a new like story, we'll move into something new, but a lot of you are afraid. That's what it is. Like, I just figured it out. Like, why does this keep showing up for you, Libra? Why are you afraid? Why do you keep seeing the cup as half empty? I don't know. I just feel like the universe has been giving you for the longest time this like path is opening up for you. Let's come on, let's do this. Let's make these decisions. Let's like live your life. Let's write your books, make your jewelry, paint your paintings. Let's like whatever, open your business, close your business, like get a job. Like I don't know what it is. It's just get into that relationship, get out of that relationship. Like I said, just do it. What are you doing? Why are you afraid of being hurt? Why are you afraid of that everyone else around you is gonna like talk about you and say, oh my God, what are you doing? That's what I feel. I really feel like that is happening. And your new world is waiting for you. Waiting for you to get out of that little like comfort zone, or that like fear, that guilt, or that anxiety ridden thing. And the new world is like, yo, there's like something new coming for you. You know, and we're waiting for you to do it, to step it up, Libra. Come on. But it's so funny because this Four of Swords is showing up like this. I wish I could show you like the Four of Swords, what it really looks like. Oh, I'm going to show it to you in the Rider-Waite, because it's like it's so strange to me. Here, Swords. I'll cut this off a bit so you don't have to wait so much. The Four of Swords is this card. It's like, granted he's lying on a tombstone, but he's like relaxed. And this one looks like he has a freaking knife going right through his mouth. Like he's tied up. So, I mean, maybe it's showing up for a reason. You know, and maybe it's not about you having to feel relaxed. It's you feeling all this, or you creating this anxiety and this grief and this like unsettled feeling. You're creating this for yourself. I mean, because we always create this for ourselves, right? Any fear, anxiety, stress, guilt, whatever manipulation it's created in our minds. It's not actually happening. So I just feel like you're almost impeding yourself from moving into this new life of yours. It's like waiting for you, Libra, it's like you're ready to start this fresh new journey, and you're just hanging on. You're hanging on to something that feels icky. It could be in a relationship. It could be something about yourself that you're just like holding on to the comfortable. You're holding on to like, you're not ready to write. You're not ready to paint. You're not ready to do it. You're just like, okay, I'm gonna like, I don't know what it is. But it's here. It's what I'm trying to say. It's like this, like take a risk, jump in, go for it. You know, the King of Pentacles is also like a Taurus energy. It could be a Taurus around you helping you out, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a Virgo, Capricorn kind of energy. It's just someone who's level-headed, stubborn as F, and someone who's grounded, who's like ready to like lend you this helping hand to move through these anxieties that you have, that you create in your mind. When you're ready to expand and explore and to work and collaborate with others, the Taurus, the King of Pentacles, is ready to invest in you, is ready to work with you, to collaborate with you, to make you feel grounded. Again, that's a really interesting energy here. Actually, I love it. It's just this like angst, you know, of the air signs, the Libra, and you, that almost you can't seem to get out of that. You kind of holding on to it, and it's just not working anymore. We're working in a new energy. It doesn't work. So go out there and ask for help. I feel like some of you need to be working with others. You know, you need to be throwing like ideas around with other people. That's part of your destiny. That's where your abundance is. Oh my God, this fly is here again. Anyways, so we have as advice, make the sacrifice. I freaking love that for you. Make the sacrifice, my beautifuls. Yeah, do what you need to do. If it's going to hurt someone else's feelings, so be it. Because this is your life, Libra. If you want to like travel the world and your partner doesn't, too bad. I just feel like that's that energy. For me, like the whole world is opening up right before your eyes, and you keep saying no, 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 because of other people, because of how other people are going to see you, because of like made up constructs. It's like, go for it. What are you waiting for? Calm in the storm. Yes, be the calm in the storm that arises around you, because everybody else is like, oh, what do you mean you want to move there? What do you mean you want to write this? What do you mean you want to drop your job and do this? What is it? Like, why do everybody have something stupid to say, man? You be the calm in the storm and you say, yeah, well, this is what I'm doing. Shut your faces. Right? I like that. I kind of like this. Be the King of Pentacles. Because the King of Pentacles is that. It's like, yeah, like all the Tower could happen, but it's like, yo, this is what I want. What's it to you? Sweet Soul Rising. Freaking love this, man, Libra. That is you rising above all of this. You rising above this and this. And saying, I am no longer willing to... what is the word I'm looking for? To submit or surrender to other people's vision of my life. I will live my life according to me. I will write the word, sing the song, dance the dance, paint the painting. I'm going to do what I need to do. Weave the basket, whatever it is you want to do. Swim the channel. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. This is my sweet soul rising. This is my moment. I am rising from the ashes. Boom. All right. I love this, man. Libra, I'm going to give you 2 answers to 2 questions. So come up with these questions. I'm going to come with these answers. They're not all yes and no's. Yes. Okay, I got a yes. I'm going ahead with the answer. Mars, the planet of war, urges you to go after what you desire. Like big time boom. I don't know what the question was, but it falls in line with this reading. I love it. Mars is Scorpio. So, yes. Okay. Answer number 2. You've rolled an 11. Give it a rest. Like that too. All right, Libra, this is a long time coming. I need you to do what it is that's in your heart. Go for it. Check your rising and your moon for other messages, or your Venus or your Mercury, and like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And also, if you can, like to go and buy my book, I Am You, You Are Me. It's about the twin flame journey. if you want. The links are below. I love you so much. I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got Restore and Replenish, 3811. Now, I truly believe we've seen this come up for you for the past, like twice, maybe in the past month. Rest, rest, and rest. So this showing up to me speaks of you not doing what you're being told, right? You not following this advice. You're like stressing, maybe on a physical level, an emotional level, a mental level. You're thinking too much. Yes, Scorpio. I don't know. You're doing too much. You're needing to take time out. Maybe some of you have gone vacation, but you didn't really relax. And it's like restoring yourself back to your original, which is really difficult. But it's like finding that time to do nothing. Let's see what's going on here. We got the Nine of Swords, peoples. Nine of Swords is like anxiety, anguish, grief, sorrow, insomnia. Like, so there's a lot of thinking going on here. No kidding that this comes up. What's going on? Are you thinking too much about what? Six of Swords. It's like, get up on that boat and get out of whatever this is. Like, you're like way too much thought here. You're too much like in your head. Six of Cups, which is a Scorpio energy. The Ten of Coins, which is kind of beautiful. Ten of Pentacles. The Two of Cups is soulmate energy, union, twin flames, and the Knight of Wands. So like, it's kind of interesting. Everything seems really good except for this, right? So it's just like, it's almost, it's very clear in the cards that if you can get your head out of whatever it is that is consuming you, because obviously you're trying to figure something out in your life, you're diving a little too deep, or you're some old trauma is coming up, or you're just overthinking a situation in your life, and the cards are like, get up in that boat and get the F away from whatever that is, because it's too much. You're putting too much thought into this. It's like restore and replenish is all. It's like for you to just empty your mind. It's interesting because the Six of Cups comes in. It's usually about nostalgia, childhood. It could be something coming up from your childhood, some trauma too that's coming up, and it's trying to clear the vessel again. Or it could be asking for help. You see, like there's these two girls and they're in a house and they're reaching out, and one of them is giving her a bowl of fruits or flowers, whatever. It's like, we can't do this alone. So why don't you ask, like when you were a kid, you always asked your friends to help you out. As children, I can't get the pebble out of the thing, and you wouldn't do it alone. Maybe some of you did it alone, but it's like you asked your mother, you asked your father, you asked your siblings, right? It's this feeling of you like reaching out and asking for help. Yeah, I kind of feel that, because the Nine of Swords and the Six of Swords is you like getting up on that boat and leaving, but not really, because you're anguished. Is that a word? No, you're drowning in all of this. Like you don't know how to deal with it. So you're having a hard time, and so instead of like reaching out, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna leave, and I'm gonna leave this pain behind me, and I'm gonna deal with it. You know, like. Some of you are being asked to reach out for help, support, for encouragement. You're not alone in this. You don't need to run away from this either. Your family is here to help you. The Ten of Pentacles is, it's material abundance, but it's also like support from your family, from the soul family. Doesn't have to be a physical family, it can be the soul family. I feel like you're coming to a point in your life where it's interesting because Scorpio is very like good at this. They like to do things on their own. They like to go through their pain alone. And it's the cards are telling me it's not to be. It's not to be. You're not here alone, Scorpio. All the darkness that you feel, it doesn't need to be dealt with you, yourself, and you kind of thing. It's like it's time to reach out to the soul family. It's time. Oh, it's time to reach out to your partners, but also I'm going to keep this aside for now because I feel like there is there's a lot of you that are I feel like, I don't know why, the Six of Cups, it makes me think of family. And I feel like a lot of you in Ten of Pentacles too could be like trying to help your family members go through whatever they need to go through. And it's very consuming for you as well. I feel like you need to do, you can ask for support and you can ask for help, but you don't have to help others. It's what I see here. It's like, and stop running away from your problems and start facing them, kind of thing. Like, do the work that you need to do. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It's like, do the work that you need to do. Ask for help, but doesn't mean that you have to take on everybody else's shit, because that's what happens to many Scorpios, where you just take it on, and then you feel like and you're consumed by it, and then you're like, where was I again? Like, that's why you need to find yourself again. And it's interesting because the Two of Cups shows up to me. It feels like your soulmate or your partner is here, right? The Knight of Wands. It could be a Sagittarius, could be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Two of Cups of Cancer, whatever it is. It just feels like there's someone out there waiting for you, but you're not fully ready for him or her to show up because you are so consumed, I have to say that, with your issues, with other people's issues. You're wanting to fix everybody around you, and it's like, just allow the feelings to come up and let them go. And allow people to help you through it. Ask for help when you need to ask for it, but be careful of when asking for help to not change it up and shift it around so that you help other people, right? Like, I don't know, it's a very interesting message coming through here. Oh my God, come on, take this ring off, it's pissing me off. Some of you might be coming into Six of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. Some of you might be coming into an inheritance or money from your childhood, so your family, something like that. I see that very clearly. But definitely love is on your doorstep, Scorpio. So if you're single, it's gonna swoop in. And it could be a lover that you met. The Knight of Wands to me is always like the charmer. It could be a lover that you met a long time ago and it's swooping in again. It could be a lover now. But also there's this feeling of union, of kinship coming your way. But you have to find a way to, first we must cocoon. First we must replenish ourselves. First we must love ourselves. First we must come up, confront our anxieties and griefs and realize that they need to clear the body instead of diving too deep into them. And also not helping every single person in your life unless asked. But it's just this feeling of you releasing a lot. Freaking love is coming your way if you're single. Even if you're not, if you're in a relationship, there could be a rekindling of love, like something like more fun, more adventure showing up in your life. Do not fear the unknown. I mean, of course we don't fear the unknown. What are they talking about? Please do not fear the unknown, because in the unknown is this new, the new energies inside you. The unknown is all the remembrance coming up for you. So if you fear it, it won't show up, right? It'll take its time. I feel like it's time to open yourself up and to new. Stop staying in the old. Stop diving deep into the old energies and trying to figure it out. Instead, just let them flow through you, and however they need to flow through you. And let's move into the new, where this love is showing up for you. Let go of the old, people. Oh my God. Synchronicity, people. Wow, that's like a maze. I don't see these cards. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Let go of the old. Stop holding on, because it's comfortable to hold on to the old, and freaking Scorpio loves to hold on to that and try to like decipher and analyze every single moment, feeling, whatever, and don't. Fucking let it go and flow. And like, because you're hanging on to everything and trying to fix it or whatever, you're not allowing the new to come in. The unknown. The rings of time. Divine timing, people. This is something really big, because the divine timing doesn't work when we're always trying to fix something, when we're getting in the way of our divine plan. And it's like the universe is like, yo man, what are you doing? Just allow things to flow out and in and out. Allow things to happen. Cry the fuck out. Punch the fuck out of that pillow. Like, run your ass off. Let it all out however you want, in a physical form or an emotional form. But don't fuck with divine timing. I hate to be swearing with you, Scorpio, but it's true. There is like, and the unknown that is coming is not even, there's no timing, because we don't even know what the hell's coming. But it's just like, stop playing and trying to maneuver around your life or other people's lives. Just do this. Scorpio. Loving all that is. Right? Loving the trauma, and loving the hate and the anger and the rejection, and loving it for what it is, because it's coming up to clear. Loving that person that pisses you fuck off. Loving that trigger. Loving it. And allowing it to flow through you. And look at this. It's 22 and 44. Freaking beautiful numbers, man. This is just divine, this energy here coming in. It's just this reminder for you to like let go and open your heart and allow, because to me I see a beautiful soulmate coming in, twin flame, whatever it is, someone fun, someone adventurous, someone you're going to travel with. Maybe you're going to meet them on your travels, whatever it is. Let it be unknown to you. Don't let it like we need things concrete in our lives, but we don't. We need to be living in this unknown. We need to be saying goodbye to the old by not attaching to any of these old stories and outcomes and whatever. When I say old, I mean the past and the future. It's finished. Now it's time to move into something beautiful. So that leads me to give you a love oracle, because we have some love shit happening here, which is kind of gorgeous. Scorpio. Scorpio. All right. 1. Nice. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I mean, that's freaking beautiful. This is exactly what is being said here. So, Scorpio, this is your reading of the week. Relax, chill, do what you need to do to restore yourself back to your essence. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and super like me. And also check your rising and your moon, your Venus and your Jupiter and your Mercury and your Uranus, whatever you want for another message. And if you feel inclined to, you can also buy my little book here on Amazon.com.ca.jp, everywhere. Everywhere it's being sold. And I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We have defend to the end. The worthwhile. Fucking like boom card. To me, it's like warrior of love and light card. It's like defend to the end, the worthwhile. What is worthwhile to you, Sagittarius? Where are you right now in your life that you're making these big decisions in your life? What is it that you're standing in? Like, what kind of truth are you standing in? Like, where do you find yourself in a relationship, in your career, in your school, in other relations, like your family, whatever it is, your living arrangements, your travel, whatever it is, things that you're making changes in, things that you're transitioning towards. Are other people have like massive opinions around you? People are like giving their 2 cents. This is how you should live your life. This is what you need to do. And you're like, yo, man, like, this is my life. And you're going to defend it to the end. This is like, what is it that, why do I need to live the life that you want me to live? Right? Like, essentially, you are not this person. You are not this brother, this sister, this son, this daughter, this husband, this wife, that's just in this illusion. You are a freaking light that has come here, and now your blueprint is coming online, and now you are remembering what you need to do. So it's time to really connect with yourself and to listen to yourself. And when it says defend to the end, it means to truly listen to you, not to everybody else. Everybody else has their own visions of their own paths, their own visions of their life, and it doesn't mean that you need to follow everybody else's because that's the right thing to do, or that's where I need to be, or that's how it is supposed to be. There's none of that. Listen to your inner owl, which is your high priestess, which is your instincts, which is your truth. Fucking beautiful. All right, so let's see what is happening here. We got the Hermit. It's the Virgo energy. The Hermit, to me, is the wise one, right? It is all wisdom that we have inside of us. We are following our inner guidance at every step of the way. The Hermit leads in the dark, right? The Hermit is alone, is single, but doesn't mean that you have to be single. And this is just this energy of standing alone and trusting your path and standing in your truth to the end. I love it. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is the Page of Cups could be about new love and new relationship, but the Page of Cups is being naive and idealistic and romantic and the dreamer. And everybody's like, oh, you can't be. This is the best place to be, people. This is where you need to be. We need to be in that dreamer mode. We need to go back to that youth mode where we were young. And everyone says foolish, but no, man, we were freaking powerful and we knew exactly where we needed to go. But then we got like programmed. So this is that going back to that youthfulness, not to that youthfulness, going back to that purity of soul, going back to your truth. What is it that you want to do, Saggy? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be with? Do you want to be alone? Do you want to be in a relationship? Whatever it is. How does your heart feel when you're making these decisions? Are you making them through ego? Are you making them from here or from outside or whatever? At a soul point. At a soul level, you'll know if it's the right decision, because it doesn't feel emotional at all. If it feels emotional, it's your ego and your head making the decision. At a soul level, it feels neutral. Just is. That's something interesting, yes? The Queen of Cups is a Cancer energy, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So mother energy. Let's see what else. The Five of Wands, struggle perhaps with a female energy in your life, a mother. Let me see. The Ace of Cups, new love, new chapter, new baby. And the Lovers is a choice card, also a Lover's card. Okay, Saggy, this is really interesting. So here we are. Definitely, I'm getting this right away, that there is a struggle with a parent, a mother, Queen of Cups, or a woman that's older than you, a grandmother, or someone older than you, someone, yeah, that's what I feel, like a mother, or it could be a father, whatever, or someone that is a mentor, someone you've looked up to a lot, and they're either you're struggling with them, or they're bringing up something uncomfortable within you. That could be interesting too. Because you're at this moment in time, Saggy, you're at this place in your life where you're making choices. It's very clear with the Lover's card showing up. You're making some very pivotal choices in your life, whether it's like career again, school, whether it's living arrangement, your traveling, your relationships, your family, your friends, we can go on and on and on. But it's like, and you're being asked to step into hermit mode, which is leading, a leadership role. And Page of Cups is going back to source and going back into tapping into the remembrance of who you are and why you're here, right? And of course, all of us are going to remember this, because we don't. We have no inkling. And the more we play in the matrix, and the more we play, the less we remember, because we're not being neutral enough. And I feel like you have this Queen of Cups that has come here and is playing the role very well in your life, that is stirring up some really uncomfortable questions in your mind, or they're stirring up they're making you question yourself or question your life, or these people are, or it could be the Queen of Cups is, like, I say queen, but it could be King of Cups, whatever. It could be the people I just talked about before, that are like either limiting you or helping you expand. But either way, it's very uncomfortable, because that means that you feel like your back is up against the wall, and you feel like, but it's not supposed to be that way. It's like it's being provoked for a reason. It's being like poked so that it starts to stir up. It starts to let things get unstuck inside you, so that you can step back and say, yo, you know what? This is my life. And I gotta make my decisions. I gotta stand up like the leader that I am and walk through these portals that are not comfortable. And I gotta remember, I get another portal right here, the Page of Cups. I gotta remember, like, I don't know why I'm here 100%, but I damn sure know that I'm not here to live an ordinary life. I'm not here to follow rules, other people's rules, or other people's way of living, or whatever. I'm here to start a new path in this new earth. And I can't do that by doing the same over and over again. Some of you who are parents might find some inspiration from people that are younger than you, your children, with the pages here. It's time to maybe listen to kids or younger people around you, because they have a lot to offer. And there's this Queen of Cups that I feel like she is a trigger for you, Sagittarius. And they're making you uncomfortable, because they're making you feel like they're making you see things that are Is it worthwhile? Is it worth for me to stay in this routine, or is it worth it for me to expand my possibilities, opportunities? Do I stay as a program, or do I deprogram? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do I like listen to myself? And in doing so, the Ace of Cups speaks of a new beginning with love. Perhaps some of you are thinking of having babies, a new baby coming in, a new chapter when it comes to self-love, self-worth, defending yourself, loving yourself. And lovers could be a new lover, right? Coming in, or a lover that you have, a Gemini energy. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It's like bringing in, trusting that love that you have with this person right now, trusting the choices you make, trusting the path, but always making them on your own and not someone else deciding for you. I really feel like there's a lot of self-love here, more than love with another. And it's like really trusting your path and defending it to the max, kind of thing. And listening to you and not to the blah blah around you, because it's not their life. And I've said this in many other signs this week because it's very potent. And there's this feeling of going back to that naive self. And what would that 7-year-old self say and do right now? And listening to that self and saying, oh, okay, right, let's do this. Instead of like being bogged down by this like world that is not even, what's the word? In line with what you want. Some of you, I see a beautiful relationship developing. Communication lines very open, very like, I feel like you need to go through this struggle for you to open yourself up to love, to open up yourself to this new relationship. I feel like you are ready for something new. But I would say pay attention to this, the Five of Wands. Pay attention to what it is that's being brought up to you. Because if there's something being brought up to you, it's like it's making you uncomfortable. That's a Tower moment that's like making you see it. What is it? And how are you feeling? But you're like, it's like you're the one. You're the one in this that has the power to change your world. It's really kind of potente here. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have 3 cards. Trust in the magic. I'd say that. Look at this. Trust in the birds. Trust in freedom. Trust in the magic that you are. Trust in the magician that you are, Sagittarius, because ultimately you are the one who has the wand. You're the one who can weave your own dream. You're the one who can design your own story. You're the one who has the ability to paint your own canvas. You know what I'm saying? It's you. Only you. So everyone else, anyone else is triggering you, is doing it because it's a role that they're playing to help you awaken into what it is that you really want, and for you to like go for it. The spaces between the words. It's so funny. I think there's a Sagittarius watching me right now that says this often. I hope you're watching this. This is so cool. The spaces between the words is what? Is the nothingness, or it's the everything, right? Because sometimes words mean nothing and the spaces mean everything. So it's like paying attention to me. It's observing. It's a paying attention to what is going on around you. By paying attention and observing, you don't have to like dive into it. But it's like, because people can talk and give you opinion. But what is not being said? is what you need to pay attention to. That's really cool. Okay, you have 3. It's a lot. Sacred convergence. Lovely. I'm going to talk about that. And the bride offers herself. Okay. All right. I mean, the sacred convergence is this Lover's card and this Ace of Cups card and the Hermit card to me. To me, it's like this sacred union, right? Between you and another, the bride perhaps, or the groom, right? You and another. But the sacred convergence is you and your higher self. Is you and yourself, your future self. Is you coming with your owl, right? Trusting yourself. You are the sacred union. You are the, if you're a masculine, if you're a feminine watching, well, your divine feminine, your divine masculine converging with you, which is the whole point of this journey. And that is when you start trusting yourself. And when you start listening to you. The little voice inside you, what is it saying? And remember, really remember this. The voice inside you, the soul, does not have emotion. So if your soul is like, oh my God, you have to do this, that's your ego. Your soul is yes, no. It's clear as frickin' day. There's no emotion attached to any of it. So this is really, wow. It's like the spaces between the words to me. The words are the emotion, right? I shrieked, he laughed, he this. And the spaces are the soul, right? It's like, I mean, some of you are going to be perhaps getting into a marriage. If you're the bride, you're getting married. If maybe you're the man, the woman is coming and offering herself to you, but that's very literal. It doesn't always mean that. The bride offers herself. It could also be just like the divine feminine coming in and nurturing herself and feeling compassion for herself, which is what you need to do too, right? There's just this feeling here of standing, trusting yourself when it comes to love, when it comes to life in general, and trusting in your yourself as the magician, as the architect, as the painter, right? There's definitely a move happening here. This is like deep. Okay, I'm going to give you Lover's Oracle card for Saggy, please. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. That's beautiful. I mean, it's all about freaking communication, right? So yeah, that's a nice, very like heartwarming card, because it's also a friendship within your friendships, right? It's like it's not only relationship or friendship with yourself. Love yourself. Love every moment. You guys are stepping up into something really grand here. I really love it. I feel like there is a trigger happening in your life for a reason. Pay attention to that. But you're moving into a new like partnership, love for self, love for others. But it's like coming in strong with this Lover's card. But it's also a choice that you're making to fully and completely I was going to say give your heart, but I don't think you need to be giving your heart away anyways to anybody except for yourself, because at the end of the day, if your heart is complete within you, then you don't have to give your heart away to anyone, because it's just there. And it's like the other person will feel it if they're in the same boat as you. There's no you having to double down or double like do anything for this person to love you. You don't have to compromise. You don't have to change who you are. You don't have to be anybody else. You have to be you. And they'll feel your love. right? Because we live in this world where we think we have to like show our love by buying or by changing ourselves, but it's all you. All right, this is your message, Saggy. I hope this resonated with you, and if not, check your rising and your moon, your Venus and your Jupiter and your Mercury, whatever you want. I love you. Share, like, subscribe, comment. Super thanks me if you can, and also please do me a solid and buy my book on amazon.com.ca, Europe, all over the place. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got Spirals of Manifestation, number 18. I mean, this card is a beauty. This card comes at a time when manifestations are happening at an accelerated speed at this very moment in time. If you truly believe, but I can vouch for it. I asked for something, boom, next day. I asked for something, in the hour they called me. You know, it's like, if it's supposed to happen, like some people are like, well, I just manifested $10 million, it didn't happen. But that's not the way manifestation works. Manifestation happens when it's supposed to happen. So you'll understand, okay, these are what's happening for me, and I just continue asking for that. But also, the spirals of manifestation to me speaks of something greater happening for you. You're in a process right now, or you're in a place right now where things are getting ready to happen for you, Capricorn, and you're not trusting it, and you're scared, and it's like the spirals are happening, it's like things are happening, making you feel a little uncomfortable, making you feel like this, and you're like, oh no, what's wrong? Why do they feel this? What is happening? What is happening? And you're like, I'm gonna abort mission, abort. This is where you're at. And they're like, no, man, this is exactly where it begins. When you're the most uncomfortable, when you feel chaotic, when you feel the doubt, when you feel the uncertainty, when you feel like you're in the tower moment, is exactly when, boom, we come in and we freaking deliver. So, my beautiful Capricorns, if you're in a state right now where you feel like you're on like a seesaw, do not despair, for things are going to come clear and they're going to start to work for you in your favor. It is always at those times. I can't stress enough. So, let's see what's happening this week for you. We have the 5 of Coins in reverse. Okay. 5 of Coins is lack mentality, poverty mindset, depression, but it's in reverse. The reverse could be that you are, you still have that kind of lack mentality, but and you're like money's trying to come in, but you're resisting, and you're like, how does that happen? Of course we want money to come in, but it's almost like a mindset. Let's just see what is happening here. 5 of Pentacles in reverse again. Oh my God. Okay. What is happening with you? Money. 8 of Coins. Again, it's about your job or school. The Page of Swords. New ideas. New communication. Page of Cups. New love. New, like, being idealistic. And the 3 of Pentacles. You, people, this is you, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. A lot of earth happening here. All right. What is going on, Cappy? I feel like you're insecure about money. You're insecure about money, insecure about financial stability. You're insecure. You're just a little depressed about something, like you're not feeling, you're a little worried about your job. You're a little bit of worry about school. Like you have this like little like resistance. You're scared. You feel ungrounded. like it's almost like you feel a little lost. You feel alone a little bit. It's interesting with this Five of Pentacles, both of them. And it could be about work, and it could be about school or whatever. Some of you are making. It's so funny that the work shows up for you, right, Capricorn? Because that's all you are about. It's always like hilarious to me. I don't know. Like I feel like there's Page of Swords showing up underneath work, and there's like you have so many ideas. You have so many like different directions to take. Some projects, some new new forms of communicating. You want to stand in your truth a little bit. You want to start speaking up, expressing yourself when it comes to your work, when it comes to your job, when it comes to money, when it comes to stability, when it comes to groundedness. And it's like you're a little afraid of approaching people. You're a little afraid of talking about it. You feel like alone in this. And it's like almost being encouraged. It's like, okay, you have all these ideas. What are you doing? You're just sitting on them because you're afraid of what a reaction might be. You're afraid of like moving forward with this. Like you've been like harnessing this distrust in yourself and this like fear for the longest time. You're afraid to make a move when it comes to money. You're afraid to make a move when it comes to this job, or this could be a relationship too, I guess, in this sense. Like it's like you're not making moves, and yet here the spirals of manifestation are happening. They're working, and you're just like, oh, no, but it never happened before, so I can't ask for this because it's not going to come. And they're like, what the frick are you doing? I'm telling you this really honestly, Capricorn. What are you doing? You got things happening in motion here. Things are working for you, and you're sitting in fear, and you're sitting in resistance, and you feel like you can't make this money, or you can't ask for this promotion, you can't ask for this, you can't ask for whatever it is, more money within the relationship. You can't, like, it's just, to me, I feel like you're in lack mode, and hence you will not get manifestation. When you truly believe in your soul that you cannot, that you're not good enough to receive, or you're not good enough to ask for something or whatever, you will not receive, right? That's normal. And you have much. So it's time to get clear. It's time to like cut through the bullshit with the Page of Swords, right? It's like she cut through all these trees, and now it's all clear. And it's like, let's get clear here. This is what I want in the relationship, in the job, in the this and this. You know, like I always think to myself, like, what's the worst that can happen? They say no, okay, and you figure it out, right? For me, the Page of Cups is like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is like new love, playfulness, youthfulness, being a dreamer. It's like bringing love into the picture, right? Bringing this idealist, this dreamerness, instead of being so hard on yourself all the time, being very playful, like this like rabbit is playing with the, it's like, I just feel like you've kind of lost yourself too much into this like this because that's what Capricorn is. It's like follows the rules. Let's follow the corners of the box, and let's not go outside of the box, God forbid, right? And it's like the universe is like, no, you need to get out of the box, please, Capricorn. We're not having you in this box anymore because it's not working. It's time to take that sword of truth of yours and cut the sides of the box so you can open the flap, please. Like, let some air out. And it's like time, like the Three of Pentacles is you like work. Let's collaborate with others around you. Let's like bring in new people, or bring in like establish friendships or bonds with other people. Like people you work with. That's the way to work. Like not this, I am independent, I'm alone, I can do this on my own. No, you need support, you need encouragement, you need people around you. You need like family support, whatever it is, you need support. You're not like, you can't do this alone. It's very clear, because here, like, if you do things alone, you fall into this rut. You fall into this unworthiness. this lack mindset, and it doesn't work because the spirals of manifestation are here saying you're ready. You're ready to walk into whatever it is you want to walk into, Capricorn, but you have to really truly believe it. And we're working for you, not against you. This is lovely, lovely, I tell you. Be patient. I kind of like this because it's exactly this. It's like, I don't know what I was saying. I was saying this to Libra or Virgo, but we want things to happen now, right? That's why it's manifestation. You're like, I put it out there that I want this raise right now, and you didn't get the raise right now, right? But you maybe will get the raise in 2 weeks from now. But you're like, well, manifestation, why should it come in 2 weeks from now? Well, maybe because that's where you were ready to accept that. You know, it's like, it's trusting the freaking process. Trusting the process means being patient. Being like, putting it out there and just letting it go. And accepting when things are going to happen to you, it's going to happen to you. It doesn't have to happen in your little mind that it has to happen now, in 1 week, in 1 month, in 3 weeks, in 3 years. No, they don't follow these rules. You follow them because your ego is following it. Because you've like entrapped yourself in a system, a structure, but it's not the way it works. So my message to you is to allow things to happen. Put out that put it out there, the intention, and let it go. And just continue your life. And then watch it as it like materializes. And you're like, wow, it happened. And maybe some of it'll happen within 3 hours, and some of you will happen 3 days, or maybe 3 months. But whatever it is, you trusted it, and it happened. And you watch as you trust more and more, the manifestations happen quicker and quicker and quicker. So, love that you are different. 1000%. Because being different is stepping outside of this box. As long as you stay in the box and you follow the rules, then you are a robot. Like, let's be real. And you're not a robot. Let's be real. If you're watching me for maybe you're watching me for now, like you just came watching me, and then you're going to realize what the hell is this girl saying. But if you've been watching me for a while, then you are most probably a starseed. Because you're back to watch me again. We are not normal. Thank God. We are different. Our brains are wired differently. And so when I talk to you and you get triggered, is the best thing in the world. Because that trigger is meant to wake you up and say, oh, pay attention. What is she saying? It's really pissing me off. I'm not like this. Or when you get defensive or whatever, it's like, listen to yourself, right? For me, you are ready to move into the next step, level up, but your resistance is keeping you down. Eruption of light, like I can't have said it any better time. It's time to freaking release the light, which is the power, which is the architect, the magician, the designer, the builder inside you, the innovator inside you. That is who you are. You're not here to play a little game and go to school and go to work and do all these little things. You're much greater than that. But meanwhile, we'll do it. But there's so much more, and that is when we start to trust the plan, when the things start to get to reveal to us. So watch out, the number 11s here. Something great is coming your way. Pay attention. The heart of God. I mean, to me, you are all products of God, source, divine, whatever you want to believe. It's all the same to me. We are God, right? We are the children of God. We are God. We are the divine. We are the sparks of God. We are the heart. So it's a 9, it's an 11. A 9 is the end of a journey. It's time to start to trust yourself so much more than you do right now. Because this, like here, this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, to me, both of them is like you're resisting you're not allowing abundance to come in because you don't trust yourself enough. You don't trust yourself to be on your own. You don't trust yourself to work or ask for that promotion, or you don't trust yourself, and you are it. You are the power. Just keep remembering that, man, and be playful and have fun while you're doing it, and go and ask for help, please. We're not here to do everything alone. Wow, that is your message. All right, check your rising, your moon, your Venus, your Jupiter, whatever you want for other messages. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe. It super thanks me. And if you can, please buy my little book here, my big book of I Am You, You Are Me. What is that? The Plan. It's all about a twin flame journey, and I hope that, yeah, that's all just me plugging my book. I love you. I didn't give you a message, so I'm back to give you a message, and I'm going to give you 2 answers from the Oracle book. So think of 2 questions, and I will come up with the answers. They're not all yes and no answers. So here's answer number 1. According to the crystal ball, it's never an impossibility. All right. Okay, I got the second answer. You've drawn the 10 of spades. It's not up to you. Oh my God, what are these answers? I love it. All right. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. And I have links below. That's what I want to say. Okay, bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got releasing allegiances. So this card, I just realized she has mosquitoes, freaking mosquitoes, or bees on her. I'm not sure. I think they're mosquitoes. Anyways, look at mosquitoes. Releasing allegiance is huge. To me, it feels like, you know, allegiances is partnerships, you know, with partners, romantic partners, with family members, with friends, whatever it is, work relationships. There's just something that you felt like compelled to stay with, and it almost became a chore, right, to stay with these people. But I want to read from it because I always read with you, I never read with anyone else. I don't know, I just want to go deeper. Jeepa. It's a time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It doesn't mean you can't love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inwards for a time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clearer about your journey and your relationship as a result of this. The work that you've been doing on yourself is working for you. You will know which is which because you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself in reconnection. If you've been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class or joining a group, starting a project, or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these things will be supportive, healthy, and helpful for you. I like it. There is a situation that has recently arisen or will arise soon where you need to back yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by the emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground and stay aligned with what you know to be true. It is highly likely that you're breaking with tradition, with a role model or belief system that you have outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well, you're on the right path, and you are growing. Well done. Anyway, it's really beautiful. So there's just a lot of this card feels to me like you are releasing yourself from contracts, perhaps like soul contracts that might feel really uncomfortable with you, and everyone else around you is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But it's almost like, it's not like, it's felt within your heart that this needs to be done. Like really something huge. We have the Judgment card. I mean, the Judgment card, apart from it being like judging yourself kind of thing, the Judgment card is that card right before the World card, which is the journey, the Tarot, the Fool's journey begins. He meets all these people and he hits the Judgment, and then he hits the World, which is the end of the road. The Judgment is that aha moment, the awakening moment on that journey where you're like, ha, I see clearly now. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like you released yourself from an allegiance, and now I see, oh, okay, I get it. This is where I'm supposed to be right now. That is that feeling. The Four of Pentacles, which is a foundation, material growth, but it's more like foundation, firm. Okay, I like it. Okay, let's just look at all these cards. The Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. Justice, wow, look at these cards, man. Justice. The Eight of Wands. And the Five of Cups. I mean, Judgment, Justice. Judgment is Scorpio, the Capricorn, Sagittarius, Capricorn again, Libra, and Scorpio again. These, they could be relevant in your life, but they don't have to be. But there's a feeling of you stepping outside, like releasing your allegiance is stepping outside of your comfort zone. You releasing yourself from a relationship that is karmic. You know, like I think karma is over now, but some of you are still probably going through it. Like this, I feel like it feels really uncomfortable for you because it's shaking your foundation. But it's necessary, right? Everything is necessary all the time. It's like you've reached a moment where things are going to change within your family life. Things are going to change with your with money. But it's more like the stability of that family support, that group around you. You know, this could be some of you breaking up with someone, separating, divorcing, you know, that could be that, but or regaining balance within yourself, right? It's really deep, actually, because there's this, I don't know what's happening in your life, Aquarius, but some of you have broken up perhaps with a friend, a family, a lover, or someone in your life that disrupted the family or disrupted the normal, I guess, in your life, right? The stability. It's like the stability is not there at the moment. Like I said, the shaky foundation is not there at the moment, but it's exactly where you need to be. And it's the interesting part is the Five of Cups is the last card, which is depression, anxiety, like stress, like seeing the glass as half empty instead of half full kind of thing, and like deeply wounded, you know, and that's okay. So what's happening here? What's happening here? And Eight of Wands is like a communication, like either someone's gonna call you, someone's gonna text you, you're gonna get you're gonna get confirmation of what, like this breakup or whatever, through like a form of communication, or it's gonna come in fast. It's gonna happen like so quickly that you don't have time to process it. That could be it too. But when I look at it as a general reading, I feel like you're in a shaky moment at the time, at this present moment. You're in a very volatile state of change. Things are unbalancing themselves to get balanced again, if you can understand that. Things have to, like your foundations, which is your Ten of Pentacles and your Four of Pentacles, have to kind of crumble and collapse in your life for you to pick yourself up again and to start fresh. But I'm not saying, like the Five of Cups is saying that you will feel the feels, Aquarius. You will be in the depth of the sadness, and you will be in the depth, like you will feel the collapse before your eyes. You will feel it all, and you're going to like enter it. And I almost feel like they want you to feel it, because you're the sign that doesn't really want to feel. Right? Most Aquarians are like, no, it's okay. I can deal this on my own. But this is like you actually coming head to head with this and realizing that it had to blow up in my face for me to see it for what it was and recognize that I can feel my feels as I move through this. I can like crouch myself in a ball at the edge of the bed and cry myself to sleep. I can like be moody as fuck if I want to be. Like I can do these things. I just need to express it the way I need to express it. But I feel like this is saying like do it. And don't hold on to what is happening and how it's happening, and don't attach yourself to the whys, the whats, the hows, the bullshit like that, and just allow it to happen. Because to me, I always say these things. If at the present moment this thing is not happening, then it's not supposed to happen, right? And in like a future, an unknown future, and something like brings you back together again, then that's what it's supposed to happen, right? So just letting go of the outcomes and the attachments and the ego, which is the biggest thing that keeps people together, is exactly where you need to be. I just feel like the Five of Cups is saying, feel your freaking feels, Aquarius. Do not hide from them. Do not bury them away. Do not put them in a closed drawer, but feel them. And reach out to people if you need help, if you need support. There's nothing wrong in help, asking for encouragement and support here. Nothing. And we need it. But you are going to be going through some kind of a bumpy ride. And if you haven't already. But there's a lot of this shakiness happening here. Like a stability shaking up. But it's necessary to move into the next step. Hope you understand that. Okay, so time to ground. Hilarious. Definitely. Because like as we move through the shakiness, you don't want to, you're needing to accept the shakiness, right? So it's kind of cool. It's like be in the know that this is happening for you for a reason, but ground yourself as much as you can. Like love yourself as much as you can through this. Seek your destiny. I mean, seek your destiny, to me, it's, I don't know if I can really like resonate with this card, because we're not here to seek our destiny. We're here to allow the destiny to unfold, right? So, I mean, there's like a cat, I believe, and in a portal with this light there, and it's like, sure, go ahead and do what it is you need to do to ground yourself. Do what it is you need to like look deep within, like seek within yourself. What is your truth? What is it that is needed to open your heart? Is needed to like fully go through this deep darkness within you, because that's how you find yourself. When you accept your dark and your light and everything, and love yourself through all of it. Because you are going through a little shaky time, and it's necessary to get to this next step. And what is that shakiness? I don't know, right? It's like a shakiness within a family setting, within a partnership setting, with it could be a job as well, with the Ten of Pentacles here. Could be whatever it is, but listen to it. It's calling out your name. It's asking you to listen to me. I need to leave. I need to collapse for you to move into this new. Lovers. Lovers comes as not only, like, this could be a relationship issue, right? Like there's a new lover waiting for you and willing to open your arms, whatever, well, come into your arms. But right now you are, if you're single, of course, if you're not allowing this to come in. But I'm not taking the lovers as so literal. To me, the lovers is a choice card as well. Lovers is loving yourself through this whole thing, right? Loving every part of you, loving the icky and the great that comes out of this, and loving every single step that comes in this collapse mode that is happening for you. Because I feel like there is something massive waiting at the other end of the collapse. And I think you know already. I think you've been going through this for a long time. And, you know, there's a shaky ground when it comes to maybe finances as well. There's shaky ground when it comes to like a divorce, separation, whatever, a breakup, or there's something happening here. There could even be like a estate settlement gone wrong. Like there's a lot of things happening here. But whatever it is, allow yourself to feel it through, is what I'm getting. So I'm going to give you Oracle book answers. So I'm going to give you 2 answers. So think of 2 questions. They're not all yes and no's. I got my first answer. The psychic senses you are not yet ready for the answer. All right. What is that answer, right? Okay. Answer number 2. You've rolled number 4, which indicates you might be unhappy with the outcome. Someone else got this. I'm going to give you another one. So pause the video and I'm going to give you another. Okay. Answer number 3. At the bottom of your cup is the shape of a dolphin. Have fun with it. Right. Right. So let's have fun, Aquarius. Yeah, life is all about having fun. You're at a really important moment in your journey. So embrace it. Embrace the feels. And let's get out there and ground ourselves and look within. You have all the answers there waiting for you. Releasing your allegiances is just the start of things. I love it. Start loving yourself. This is it. All right, Aquarius. I love you, and I will see you next week. Check your rising, your moon, your Venus, whatever you want to see in your chart. For other messages, also like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me. And if you can so kindly buy my book, I Am You, You Are Me, on Amazon, all the Amazons. And all the links are below. I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got what you want wants you. This is like a loaded statement, because what you want wants you. Because you could want a Rolls Royce, you could want like $10 million in your bank, but that's not what's in your destiny, kind of thing. That is not what's in your divine plan. So what you want, like if you want to write a book, yeah, then go for it. Write a book, right? If you want to like love yourself, fucking go for that. Love yourself, right? But it's like, try not to attach to a material wanting of something. I want to make 100 million. I want my house. I want this and this. It doesn't necessarily part of your, most material things are not part of our divine plan. But this statement to me always, like, I always say to my clients, like, get quiet and really ask what you want and really listen to the soul. The soul is going to come up with completely different answers than you actually imagined. So, but it's time to get like excited about things, is what I'm getting out of this card. Justice card. Divorce, breakup, negotiations, contracts, balance, but truth, shadow work, deep, dark. Like that's a shadow work. It's like your triggers, your anxieties, your darkness, which could be amazing, right? Could be your strength. For me, the dark is your strength anyway. So like, let's go. The Page of Coins. So money, financial opportunity, investment. The Ten of Wands, heavy burdens. The Page of Wands, new opportunities, new relationships, new lease on life. 2 pages could be your children as well. Maybe there's a divorce happening here and the 2 children are coming home with you. Like that's like and the Chariot, moving. That's really interesting. Traveling. So what's going on here? I mean, right away when I see the, like, I feel like there is, I'm going to say this is what I see and I feel it in my heart, is there's a separation or divorce happening right here in the cards. So I don't know which Pisces out there is going through this. And it's bringing up a lot of deep buried trauma for some of you. Like or it could be a separation or a breakup or whatever it is. But there is some freaking heavy shit coming up from this. And it's it's been a long time coming. And it could be creating some havoc with money, with home, with your home. Like you're trying to split your home. You're trying to, maybe you have a home away from home, like a travel home, like a chalet or a cottage. And there's just, and the children are involved. And there's just a lot of heaviness here. But there is a move. There's like, you're moving to a new chapter in your life, a new story in your life, and like it's actually going to open yourself up to a new business, a new job, a new like, I just feel like it's a new opportunity. Like it's almost the best thing that could happen to you here with all this heaviness, because the shadow work, the Ten of Wands, this is like a lot of stuff is coming up for you. Whether it's a divorce, breakup, maybe it's not a divorce, maybe you're getting married, could be like that, but still there's some like angst here, like you're stepping into a new, like you're could be getting married, or like negotiating, and you're stepping into a new business venture with somebody, and it's exciting, and you're moving, like you're like, either it's taking, you're going to travel with this new opportunities, new job, you're moving into something new, you're moving you have to move your home, you have to move to the city, or you can, it's just like a new chapter opening up for you, but it's still freaking heavy for you, my beautiful Pisceans, because you're like walking away from something else, like you have ended something to get into this new thing, and this ending is like is holding you back. It's like keeping you like second guessing yourself. You feel like, oh my god, maybe I am worthless, maybe I don't deserve this, maybe da, 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 da. It's like all this like old shit coming up. That it's not funny, but like it feels like that, and it feels like could be with your children, because there's a lot of children here. Doesn't have to be. But there is the feeling of you ready to move into like new, like so ready. So whatever you wants you. It's like I almost feel like some of you have been holding on to this relationship, this job, this business for so long, and it's not working, and you keep holding on to it, and the universe is like, what are you doing? You keep like repeating the same patterns over and over again. You keep like you're stressing, you're anxious, you're for what reason, when we're giving you completely new like financial opportunity is showing up for you, or this new money, or this, or we're bringing in children for you if you're like worried about that, whatever it is. We're bringing in a new relationship for you. We're bringing in this, a new place to live, a new, like, everything is like showing up for you. It's completely new, and you're like, no. A little part of you is like, so that's why what wants you, like what you want wants you. So like, come on, man. Why are you holding on to something that's not working? It's just bringing you down. You're being offered like a freaking new, a whole new book is being opened up for you. The Justice is Libra. Page of Coins is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Sagittarius. So there's a lot of like, I mean, fire, earth, air. Everybody's here. Water. There's no air. Oh yeah, the air, Libra. So like they're all here. So it's like there's just a lot of change gearing up for you. It's almost like you have to like be truthful with yourself. What you want wants you. What you want is being truthful, is being open and honest and saying, okay, this is what I want. But you're having a hard time being this because the shadow is underneath you and the Ten of Wands. It's like you're like holding yourself back. You're like, oh my God, if I'm truthful, then this person is gonna like, you know, like you're like assuming, you're making assumptions, and it's like it's not work. Don't. It's like cut through the bullshit and let's get to this. Like express yourself, communicate, say what you need to feel, because things will change. I don't know what this is for you, Pisces, because it feels like there's this dark part that you're holding on to, the dark part of you. You're holding on to the trauma, you're holding on to the victimhood, you're holding on to the self-pity, you're holding on to that, and it's like it's not working anymore for you. And the universe is like, come on, Pisces, let's get up, let's go. Let's like break up, let's write that negotiate, write that contract, break that contract, whatever it is that you need to do with this. But where the universe is offering you a new financial opportunity. I'm offering a new job. I'm offering a new schooling. I'm offering you money. Your dreams coming true. I'm offering you abundance. I'm offering you like a new opportunity in love. I'm offering you a new relationship that can change your life. I'm offering you fun, travel, adventure, a new home. I'm offering all this to you. Like literally a whole, it's all this is being offered to you. And a little part of you is holding back and saying, no, I'm afraid. What do you want, Pisces? What do you really want? You know, ultimately everybody wants love and to be loved. Say it. Say it out loud. Say what you want out loud and feel it. What is it that you really want? You know what? You could say I want $10 million, but it's whatever you can. Well, you can say whatever you want. Your soul knows what's coming to you, right? And you'll feel it right away, and you'll know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows what they want. This is like beyond amazing, by the way. But nurture all you love. Who do you love? You know what? This is a really like deep question, because how many people say I love myself first? I love my kids, I love my husband, I love my wife, I love everybody, my friends, my family, I love. But it's fine to nurture that and love that. But the first person you should say is yourself. Because when you love yourself, everyone else is loved automatically. See yourself in nature. Yes, I agree, because nature is you. If you listen to my intro, I talk about that. We are nature. When you see a tree and you love it, you're loving yourself. It's kind of sticking, it's the same thing here. I like that kind of thing. It's like, I really believe this is like you loving you. And when you love yourself, Pisces, all this shadow work and this Ten of Wands energy is just going to fall off of you, and things are just going to flow in for you. Because really it's all about that. Man of the earth, woman of the sky. Interesting. Let me read this one. The oracle brings you a message, a sacred relationship that leads to divine understanding and experience. You are being opened up to sacred relationship, either in your current relationship or one that is on its way to you now, in human relationship and in divine relationship with the heavenly beloved. Know you are worthy of it and keep a light of gentle hope and respect kindling in your heart as you anticipate the union with your beloved. Know that even when it's dark, when it challenges you, there is sacredness unfolding. The love of the divine wants to reach us not only in our happiness, but also perhaps more so in our darkest hour. Let it reach for you through your relatedness with another, and do not be afraid to be broken and open, for in that cracking of what you thought you were, you shall begin to know what you are, which is heaven on earth. That's intense. I love it. All right. I mean, some of you are being given this opportunity for a new love, and this is what it is, but it's also a new love in self-love. I can't express that enough. Loving yourself is loving the man. Like, if you're feminine, loving yourself is loving the female and the man, the divine masculine that's within you as well, because that is the convergence. You are both, right? So, time to pay attention, time to listen in, and I feel like there's something happening with the Justice card, whether it's a leaving or a coming together of something, but a lot of opportunity coming your way, and it's freaking beautiful. It really is. So I'm going to give you a love card. Pisces, please. All right, we have this card. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. What a beautiful message. Love yourselves. All right, this is the message of the week. Check your rising, your moon, your Jupiter, your Mercury, and your Venus. I'm going through them all, but you can do whatever you want. For other messages, also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And also, my new book is out. I Am You, You Are Me. It won't have this, obviously. It's selling on Amazon as a paperback for the moment. Kindle is coming soon, but .com, .ca, .jp, .eu, .everywhere. So go for it. I love you so much, and thank you so much, and all the links are below. I love you. Have a beautiful week.